Company is Black Series Edition LLC. As you can see, we are, well, I am, me and the cat, me, cat, and the God, me and the cat. How are you saying we? People ask me that a lot of times. They're like, why you keep saying we? It's only you. No, actually, it's me, God, and the cat. So I am sorting because when I first moved in here, I just threw stuff anywhere because I was just trying to get in to begin with. And then usually if I'm moving someplace like new, it's not the environment so much where I'm moving to a whole new area. It's pretty much like moving into an apartment. Like I said, I've never ever lived in an apartment ever. I've always had all houses. I went from rented rooms to all houses. So that transition put me through depression. About a couple of days, I go through it. Then being separated from my family for a little bit, not seeing them for a while, and being away from them, only 6 minutes away from them. I had to go through a little transition. So now I'm back to normal. So we start the process of basically getting this place to my level, what I like. I already got one in, told them what I was going to do to the place, got full permission on everything. So let's get to work. We got things to do. I'm going to light this place up. Other than that, what we're going to do for screen size, as I said before, what I got planned in here is I'm getting all this out of here, and we're going to convert. I'm taking all my PCs out and I'm putting them in micro cases because I have to take them out of those cases. They're a little too big, and if they're smaller, they're too big. So we're going to put the cloud couch here. We're not really going to need this right here up here. What I'm putting in here, I'm never going to go in there and touch. One thing I say about this place got humongous. It's got huge closets, which means I ain't paid jack for storage because I think I had to pay some. I think I was going to pay some extra money for storage. No, I was literally able to load all my extra stuff in all these closets. Which this is stuff I'm putting in here that I'm never going to touch. So I'm going to close this. Put a nice curtain across here. Got my black curtains across here, right there, to cover it up to make it look nice. You only need from here to here for the couch. And I'm going to cut my slits in and drop in my projectors here and here. Got to mount those in because over here we're going to do two portrait modes, over two portrait screens over here at around 60 to 70. Depends on what size I can get. I need to get my, where the heck is my, I got a ViewSonic around here somewhere. Not ViewSonic, I got a Chrissy around here. I need to grab that out. I got it somewhere in here packed away. But anyway, so we're going to do two projector setups here and here. And we're going to do uh, um, a 235.1. So my 235.1 does 1610, 16.9, and 235.1. So I can swap in and out between that, between my gaming systems and stuff like that. So we're going to do that for ultra short through here. I don't want nothing here. I want all my stuff to sit in a rack system. I can slide my PCs in one by one. Bluetooth, all that stuff over there. Wireless keyboard and mouse gaming system. Put all that over here. And that way I can just jump on my cloud sofa, do all my work, have my giant screen, and that's it. This is my Oculus VR equipment. I used to have an Oculus system. I had everything I do, I got to modify it. I had the Frankenstein system and all that stuff. So I'm going to get me another one. I'm going to buy me another one. I like that Oculus system. When I got it, I think I was expecting to play really hardcore games on it. You run it through Steam Link, you can do it, but you only so much you can do because they're 720p. It ain't like you're running 4K or 5K off of them. So that's the only problem. You have a massive graphic card and you have this at 720p. But other than that, it's a fantastic unit. If you're using it for therapy and stuff like that, that's fantastic. So right now, place is a mess. So I got to get sorted. So I was able to get some of my gaming stuff in here, which we're never going to use this closet. And I'm just going to go around and get this stuff sorted in. Now I'm going to do a 160-inch screen for the front room because the wall is big enough for it. So I did the measurements. And for the P2, I'm going to be able to do a 160-inch screen easily with no problem. But first things first, I need to get all this stuff sorted out, put it in real quick. Put it in. All right, so let me get this stuff here. Trash. It's a brand new cable I found too. Did I break this cable? It's actually a brand new cable. I have a couple of these I've actually broke. Oh yeah, this one was broken. Alright, so we'll put this back in the bag. I'm doing some projector mapping today for the hallway. So I had to find my 100-foot internet cable. that. So all my collectibles and all that stuff, toys and stuff, I don't want them in here. So I'm trying to keep this place looking a little classy. So I don't want the place cluttered with action figures and all that stuff. Don't want that. Anything else? Well, actually, okay. I got an open box over here. I went out and bought myself a brand new staple gun, thinking that I was going to be setting up, building a screen, and not so. So as you can see, sun's coming up. This is what it's like for me in the morning. So we get our sun out. Taco, get near your window. Usually near your window. When the sun comes up. Hey, Taco. Light in here. Yeah. Oh, you remember this? When The Last of Us first came out, this is the first movie poster, or actually gaming poster, from The Last of Us when they first came out. I thought it was pretty cool how they set it up, so I actually took it. Well, not took it, but the guy gave it to me. Oh, look at that, look, for the PS3. Right there. Oh, topic. Trying to get water dish the hard way. Alright, so that's what I'm gonna do. Get rid of all the toys out of here. Like these gaming toys and stuff. I don't need all that stuff in here. Alright, what's this going to? I think this is going to your unit. Let's see, where's the... Where's the power? Yeah, where's the power? Let's just do a light. Okay. I have no idea what this is going to. One thing I can honestly say, this place has humongous closets. See the light we have in here? See my screen? Told you. My screen stays on like this 24/7. I never have to be trapped in dark environments, none of that stuff. Early in the morning when I get up, my screen is activating. This is what you call real ambient light rejection. If you have to change out your environment for your projector, then there's something wrong there. So when I get everything situated and done, I'm going to have my P2 projector in here at 160 inches. I got the wall measured out, so I can do about 160 here, no problem. Yeah, use the cord. I know I saw a power cord. Hmm? I just put it on my here. Alright, we're gonna have to get a cable. I'm gonna score back some outlet. Oh no, no, we saw outlet in the other one. That's where we saw the outlet at. Alright, we're gonna need a cord for this. Definitely gonna need a long cord to do this. Let me see. Oh, I just had the bag for long cords. Just had it. Literally just had the bag. I could have sworn we had an outlet right there. We don't have an outlet. Yes, that's what we saw. So I had to get some permissions, like I said before, of what I can have and what I can't have. What I found out, what I can have, because I'm near a hunting area, I can basically bring in my boys. So I'm bringing in, I'm licensed to carry, so I will be carrying my firearm in and out. I didn't want to bring it here and basically walk in. My stuff is concealed, so I explained to them that no one's ever going to see it. They're not even going to know I have it on me. So that right there, I can bring my AA-12 over here, and I actually own 2 of the MK-12s, so I can bring them over. So that's fantastic, because really didn't feel like going all the way down to the storage unit, picking up my stuff, going to the shooting range, and then coming back. I want all my stuff here. So one of my, I told them all the stuff that's on it, so everybody's clear on it, that I got extended magazines, I got impact rounds, I got suppressors on them, and the I forgot the other rifle I have has a 150-pound dual drum, so there's no AR-15 is modified, so there's no confusion of what I'm bringing in and out. So they're never going to see anything. Everything I have is going to be an all-black cases coming in and out. But they're going to pretty much, the people around here do hunt, so they're going to know what they are. There's no way in the world I'm going hunting with an AA-12. That's a lot of power at the end of the day. But that MK-12, I'm definitely using that bad boy. Yes, I do like to hunt. So basically, I got to go to City Hall. I haven't, since I've lived in the city area, because this area is a little different out here, I have to go down and I have to renew some of my licenses so I can basically go play. So found out that my sister's boyfriend is a hunter too. He actually hunts. He goes to the shooting range, all that stuff. And he was asking me in the car, like, all my licenses, where I was moving down and everything up to par. And I was like, not really. Like some of this stuff I got to go in. Like my license to carry is good. But for hunting, where am I going to be hunting at? It's very serious where I was at. So yeah, I'm going to get all that updated. And then I bring my boys. That's what I call the boys. I'm a fan of shotguns. I love shotguns. I love them. I just don't like that whole loading process, but the automatics, whoo, love them. The MK-12 is gorgeous. I love it. So I just want to make sure, as I'm here, I ain't bringing stuff in here that's going to violate the lease or anything like that. I make sure I talk to everybody, make sure we're all on the up and up, and I explain to them what I'm having and what I carry in here. So that way, there is no problems whatsoever. Showing that my license is legit. The only license I have right now has to be renewed. It's a hunting license. That's basically about it. Other than that, yeah. No one in this face will ever know what I have in here. They're not supposed to know. At the same time, it's so crazy. All right, that's done right there. All this started from trying to find a giant internet cable because this is right here. This is trash. So all this right here. This right here. This is trash and junk, all of this. And I explained that, half of my family up here is military. They're all licensed to carry. Every last one they carry. Literally, when we went out to eat, everybody was carrying something like, what the freak? Like, yeah, all licensed to carry up here. It's easy up here. Like I said, they hunt up here. When you live in an area where people hunt, it's a lot easier to get things passed. It really is. It's a normal thing. That's the difference if you're basically riding around with the gun rack in the back of your car in the middle of the city. That's a lot of trouble you're going to get into. But if you're out in the back of the country, that's a normal thing. You see it all the time. It's nothing special. People hunt. That's their livelihood out there. So it's nothing different. It's a difference between the two. Go out in the country, kids start learning to drive at 10. They learn to drive tractors and all that stuff at 10 years old. Up here, the only thing kids know how to drive is a video game. I hate to say it, but it's true. That's what it is. Drive a tractor. What? You can drive a tractor? That's incredible. I remember whatchamacallit, the naysayers were upset. I don't know, they're always upset about something. They're bitter about everything. Because I had a bunch of trash bags in my house. I moved all my stuff in trash bags. Number one, cheap. Number two, doesn't take a lot of room in the U-Haul truck. And it's easy to carry. You can drag them right down the hallway. The hallway's all marble. On top of it, I got a ton of trash bags, which means I got trash bags for at least about a couple months. I don't have to buy them. These are contractor bags, which is fantastic. So it's the gift that keeps on giving. But look, check this out. Check it out. So I told you. See what I mean? When I get up in the morning, my projector runs all day, which reminds me, I got to buy a new lamp for that projector behind me because I'm definitely going to burn it out. But anyway, yeah, my projector runs 24/7. So from when I start doing videos, whatever time, when I get up in the morning, my screen's still running. I don't have to be in the dark. I don't have to worry about this. And I can watch cartoons, TV shows, whatever I want. This is what I'm talking about. That's why, yesterday, I had no idea. Now, I never really studied the WeMax projector, but I had no idea it was 3,000 to 1 contrast on that thing. And 2,100 lumens? That is extremely poor for a projector that costs that much money. That is really poor. Very, very poor. 3,000 to 1, you see that on a projector like a 2012. Old projectors have those. Mind you, basic ViewSonics 600 by 800 720 res projector got 20,000 to 1 contrast. It's just low. Even the Epson, I think the Epson 959, I think WHN 959, if I'm saying it correctly, both of those have 10,000 to 1 contrast. 3,000 to 1? That's poor. That's very poor. But then again, that's what you get. When you buy those particular projectors, their specifications are crap. Yeah, and on top of that, like I said, discussion room I was in, always pop into the discussion room. They can't actually say 4K because it's not 4K. You can't say something's 4K when it's not 4K. That's why you never see the pixelation resolution count on it because it's not there. They don't have it. Any other projector you look at that's native 4K will basically display what the pixelation count that adds up to 4K, but they can't do it on their machines. They just give you like the runaround, the watered down runaround version, like your smoke screening. Well, it's like 4 times 1080p or 4 times high definition. No. What's the pixelation of 4K? Because there's 2 calibers of different forms of pixelations when it comes to 4K. So which one is it? Oh, okay. We don't have it. Okay, whatever. So, if anyone's going to be doing some demonstrations of my product, make sure your projectors are legit and buy the book and they're actually the real deal. I don't use fakes on my stuff. Gee whiz. Fake freaking projector. No, it ain't 4K. Cut it out with that nonsense. What is 4K? Not 4K. Stop it. Just stop it. Hey, Taco, when you gonna rock this shirt, man? When you gonna rock this shirt? Wow. How you doing, Taco? You in this window? Oh, up in this window. What's going on up in here? What's up in this window? What you doing? What you doing up in this window? Up in this window looking at things. You need to open a little higher? There you go. You good? All up in this window. I bought Taco a jacket. He didn't even wear it. Joker. Putting on that thing. I'm humiliating. Take pictures of me embarrassing all over YouTube. That's pretty. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to be comfortable. I'm going to be in here. I'm going to be comfortable. I'm going to go down to the furniture store, take a look around. I know what I want already, but I'm going to see if I can get that sofa in black because that's what I want. The rugs, but I don't want to get the sofa till we fix the floor first because these rugs, they irritate me. So friend's going to come in and he is going to basically put a plastic liner all over the floor. That's what he's going to do. And then he's going to put a temporary floor down, which means we're not putting anything permanent down, so it comes up, and then we're going to go from there. That's how he's going to do it. And then once that's done, then I can go get my wraparound sofa, giant wraparound sofa. I can't wait to get this bad boy, and paint the wall in because I'm not going to build a screen. For what I got to build, I want it a little bigger than this, so I'm going to paint it into the wall. And these walls are perfectly flat, perfect for ultra short. But just in case, I'm going to take this screen down just a little bit, and I'm going to bring in my short throw projector and see if we got to get an extra flat surface there, just in case. So that way, if it's not flat and it's not even enough, then I can go in and I can grab the wood materials and I'll have to build a screen. I'm pretty sure I have enough room to do 160 in here, enough room. So I'm going to have to move all this stuff into here. And the last thing I want in this apartment is clutter. I can't stand clutter. Areas of pockets of clutter. Ugh, makes my skin itch. But anyway, I don't want that. That's why I'm glad this place came with an abundance of closet space. I just thought about that too. If I had moved in the other apartments I was looking at, I would have never been able to move all my stuff. I didn't realize I had that much stuff in storage. Yeah. I love this. I love this to be in a fully lit environment. Watch this. I'm going to pull a start. I'm going to do something that the gray screens can never do. Oh, by the way, did you see what Google said about black technology? Did you see that? Come on, I knew that for years. If you think at the end of the day that a gray and white screen is considered to be a superior screen, it is not. You are stuck in the Stone Age. When I told you that stuff is old, it's old. Even Google will tell you it's old. The darker screens are more superior. Let's get some contrast in here. 8K desired nature. Boom, 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 boom. You know what's coming. I can do that in here. I don't have to worry about my screen watching. I don't have that problem. My screen can see 100% contrast. 8K desired nature. Something, a gray screen, white screen, you can never do. I don't care what you have on your projector. I don't care how much power you have. I got a 6,500 lumen projector in there. I got to order my lamp for it. I'm going to show you even with that hot much power. Matter of fact, even more. When I pick up my 8K projector, I'm going to show you even on 8K that a gray screen can't see on 8K. It's not even going to pick up. Guys are stuck in the past. Even Google has acknowledged, yeah, it's a more superior screen. Taco, Taco. I'm gonna get a whole section there, Taco, so you can basically go chill in that window because that's your window now. We gotta take out these blinds. These blinds have definitely gotta go. I need more light in this place. Blinds is blocking my light. So I'm gonna go put my curtains in, or I'm definitely putting my veneer curtains in. Definitely putting them in. So this is how it works, people. This is how real technology works at the end of the day on real projectors, not fakes. See, I'm in a fully lit environment, and up in the morning, I can turn my screen on. I can go watch this demonstration. I don't have to worry about my screen washing out or fading. And I can do this at 150 inches on a projector that cost me 500 bucks. That's it. How it's done. If your screen can't do this, guess what? You're in the past. And the people talking about, oh, in fully lit environments. You're not in fully lit environments at all, period. We're in fully lit environments. There we go. So all those demonstrations I showed you yesterday, I'm going to get all those demonstrations and I'm going to load them up on a page, on our display page. Test our technology on every level. Like I said, if you think the test demonstrations that I have on the test page is a lot, wait till you see how many demonstrations I date back to. Oh. Star-filled screensaver. Let's get some light, more light in here. Yeah, I gotta get these blinds. I hate these blinds. Blinds don't give enough light. I need more light in here. I'm used to having that light cascading like I had at the other place. That's what I want. The blinds, even though I got them open, I still can't see. I can't get the light that I want. We got to get those curtains. I'm tired. Taco can't stand the freaking blinds. He got to stick his head around them. I can't stand them. We need to get order curtains. Good thing about it ain't gonna cost me thousands of dollars, because that other house had so many windows in it. How much money it costs to do windows at the end of the day? Those rods are like 20 bucks, 30 to 40 bucks a piece for each one of those rods. Then I got to turn around, I got to buy the curtains. They're like another 20, 30 bucks. Whew, that place has a lot of windows in it. It's fantastic, but yeah, a lot of windows. Got these. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry about that, people. See that? See, you see objects crystal clear on the side? See that? This is how it's done. And I'm not talking about the two individuals. I'm talking about everybody who does any form of screen paint. This is how it's done. Certified. This is how it's done. You can't get up in the morning and watch a Starfield demonstration on a 150-inch screen on a $500 projector and all this light. I'm 21 feet from my screen. ultra short those, y'all kiss the screen. Y'all sitting right up on top of the screen and y'all can't maintain. I can do it at 21 feet. 21 feet. Y'all want your curtain a little more? There we go, yeah. I'm getting ready to blind. These blinds gotta go. I can't stand them. Can't stand them. Every little blade feels like I'm losing some light. I need those nice veneer curtains. Those curtains, what I like about them, I can see out, they can't see in, and all that light pushes through. Now, the one thing I messed up when I left the house, I forgot to take my rods. I left all those rods in there. I'll just buy them again, who cares? Yeah, at least I get them for a lot cheaper because now I'm mobile. You know, I can move around, go where I want, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because down here, my sister was showing me these places where they get their curtain rods from. A lot cheaper than Amazon. Amazon, like I said, you don't get out much. It's basically the mercy of them at the end of the day. We're not the mercy of Amazon anymore. We can get out and go wherever the freak we want. All right, let me get this place organized because this place is a mess. Let's get something else on here. Let's do outer space screensavers. Taco, you want to put a bird feeder out that window, man? You staring at your birds like, what the freak are you? What the freak are you? Oh, I like this one right here. Yeah, truth be told, if you got to be in the dark to pick up your contrast levels, yeah, your screen's a fail. Not your projector's fault, it's your screen's fault. And this projector behind me, we checked it. It's 3,000 to 1. My contrast is 3,000 to 1 on here. Or is it 2,000 to 1? No, it's 3,000 to 1. All right, you guys enjoy that. All right, I'm going to go organize the rest of my stuff. Taco, you got to wear that jacket, man. I got my hat too, Taco. Come with me. Come with me. You're good, you're good. Just study and watch your birds. What are you doing? I got to get a giant cord. $8K, Earth. Love this channel so much. Sitting home alone. Do. tell you something. That says a lot at the end of the day when you consider the fact that those particular projectors, and I'm not talking about just the WeMax, I'm talking about Valvo, WeMax, and there's another projector, Xzoom, which comes next. They can only be used on white and gray screens. And as you heard when I asked Google, what is the benefits of a black screen? It says far more superior than white or gray, which means if you're using your projector on a white or gray screen, you have downgraded your projector. Simple and plain, right to the point. Can't argue with it. It is what it is. I'm looking for coffee. That's not it. That's better than this one. Right there to show you that if you got a white screen at 150 inches, you won't be picking up jack, not even with a 5,000 lumen 1920 by 1200 projector. Ain't gonna work. So as you said, as Google said, which I'm definitely posting to my site, that more superior screens are black. White and gray screens are not considered to be superior screens. And with that being said, that's why we watch demonstrations with those knockoff projectors or any other high-end projectors on a white or gray screen. This is why they got to be in the dark. They don't work with ambient projection technology. None of that. You have to be in a controlled environment to work those screens. Not our technology. It's early in the morning. Let me see what time we got over here. All right, so over here with you, Taco. Where am I doing my remote controls at? Yeah, I'm walking around remote controls on. You got it in my pocket? Nope.
Every day, people go about their daily lives unaware their data is harvested and used to track them. But now, they have a choice.
Who are you?
Because with iPhone, privacy is built in from the beginning. And to help illustrate it quite clearly, we're going to take a look at it.
Taco. What's going on, my man? Look how beautiful that looks. That looks absolutely amazing. Hey, Taco. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing some projector mapping. This is where all this got started and getting set up. So, we got the projector mapping equipment in there. I'm going to set up a small screen in there for my artwork, and I'm going to scan just that object right there, and we're going to project, boom, that area right there, that screen is coated with the Black Series 3D mapping screen paint. And today we're going to have a very interesting discussion about white screens and gray screens, which I've been telling y'all for the longest time, and even Google will tell you it's an outdated screen. And this is the reason why. I don't even know why. I'm looking at XY screens. XY screens aren't white, but they do a lot of demonstrations in very ambient light controlled environments, because they have one of the issues that definitely plagues some black screens. They can't produce in fully lit environments. They have to be in ambient light controlled environments because their white levels won't pick up that high because it's a black surface, where our technology, again, doesn't have that issue. That's why we dominate black screen paint, other black screen paints. And I've had them here. I've had paint on screens. Well, Goose Screen was claiming to have the darkest screen because they had the Ultramax, but no. We're darker than Goose Screen. And this is what we get when customers have that 150-inch screen and they got it on a white gray, or they have a gray screen or white screen. That's why they're sitting in the dark. That's why a majority of the demonstrations you see on ultra short throws are done on smaller screens, so there's less chance the screen's going to take in a ton of light. They can compress the image, it's tighter. That's why they stick to the 100-inch, which is the goaty Odie, or they pick to the 120-inch if they dare to go outside that area. But still, all in all, they got to be in the dark. Now, from what we saw on that projector that's costing on sale at $2,800, tell me, when this demonstration pops up on YouTube along the thousands and thousands of demonstrations we have up there, how many people's doing it on our level? How many people can get up in the morning, turn on their projector, and it'll work? Yep, that's how it comes down to, people. I can say it right now. I know for a fact that after 2 months is up or sooner, and this stuff is not on the website anymore, we're going to get those. I hate to say it, and I do feel sorry for them, but those are the people that are going to pop up to buy and nothing's going to be there. Like, what happened? What's going on? We sent bulletins up. Mind you, we've been updating and telling people about this for the last couple of days. We've been constantly telling y'all. That's why I told you that, when that paint got switched at the very last minute and sent to us, when you do a major switch like that, you change a product, you're supposed to put updates in advance that this is going to happen. You don't do it at the very last second. It don't work that way. So anytime we're doing something, we tell you days in advance that this is happening. So no one can sit there and say, hey, no, we actually told everybody. I mean, I've been constantly pushing this on our different forum channels and stuff like that, telling them, look, this is coming. And, if you basically are budgeting or you're planning mine, this stuff has a 5-year shelf life attached to it. So, been tested.
I think I can help.
Which is another thing too. I never see what's the shelf life on some of this stuff. I never see that there. So what we're gonna do is, once I paint my screen in here, this big screen we have here, well, I got my stand over there. My stand, basically, my portable stand does a 150-inch screen. So I'm gonna start working on my outside projection units. I got 1300 Delta. I have that, and the other storage unit, that's my big boy power generator. I can run my projectors off of it, I can run my sound system off of it, and I can do a couple inflatable screens with no problem with that baby. So that's going to be setting up for outside. And then the other one we have is completely portable, paid to get put together. Put the grips on this right here, and we're done. That's basically about it. That's all we got to do. Let me bring this up a little bit on my stand. Now, y'all watch that. I'm gonna go walk around and finish the rest of this stuff.
People go about their daily lives unaware their data is harvested and used to track them. But now, they have a choice.
Who are you?
Because with iPhone, privacy is built in from the beginning. And to help illustrate the point,
like to do is ignore, not listen. All right, so we got this.
I
Yeah.
would listen.
Now I need her to listen.
I don't know if they're like those.
The best ski brands at better prices at Sierra.
Is this the real one?
I can't go out like this. I look too good.
This one.
Wrong fire stick, literally. I gotta go with this one goes to.
Let me give you a piece of advice. If you're gonna steal, steal a lot.
I still have questions. This is one of your games, right?
If you uncovered the travel, it could have been that all hidden. Everyone has a secret.
What is now?
Delia, we're running around. Almost done. Rah, 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 rah.
Thanks, Advance.
Like Advance.
I'm the #1 fan of Advance Auto Parts, and I am here for the free battery test. Test!
Wow, I guess you are a big fan.
I got season tickets.
This is how we advance.
She is fearless,
Parts on the line. Depend silhouette, keeping leaks off her mind. Comfortable in shapewear fabric, she moves with ease. Confident on nights like these. Depend silhouette. The only thing smarter than us is you.
I would go to yoga, but I don't have the right gear.
Save on all the best activewear at Sierra.
Also, I might have sent a late night text to my instructor on his honeymoon.
Fishing gear at Sierra.
Well, you can't go back to yoga.
Let's get moving.
Oh, yeah, my battery life is good. Yeah, my battery life is good. Sorry, people, I've been in here just moving around, getting things done. Let me take you to the next one where I'm working at. Get an idea of where I'm disappearing to. That's why enjoy your window. I gotta go take care of some business. All right. So let's take you over to where I'm at right now. So, getting some organizing done in here. I had to grab the big blue cable because we're gonna do some projector mapping in there. And I had to find the giant extension cord for that, and that's what led to all this. I tell you, I give this place this much. Closet space is freaking incredible. You can never get enough of when you have an apartment, is having enough closet space. Look at this freaking thing. That thing is a freaking room by itself back there. Lights on real quick. There we go. This thing is literally a room by itself back there. That's how deep that closet goes back. I was able to shove all my stuff in there with no problem whatsoever. Make sure that's shut. Nope. And we're going to use on this setup, we're going to be using the projector. It really doesn't make a difference. We're mapping. So we're not going to hit any of this because we're mapping what target we want to hit. But we're going to hit that target right there. So I got to do that demonstration for a company. They want to see how our mapping technology works. So we got plenty of room in here. We can put the screen way over there. We can put it over there because we got that equipment right there. Have some fun. And it was wireless, but as I told you before, the company under Lifeform, they still support the software, but the Wi-Fi is a little iffy on it. I had it locked in at one point and then it just popped off, but we'll run the cable through, ain't not a problem. All right, so this is what we're doing in here. I should have brought my stand with me. Getting it ready, that's what we're doing. So right now, I'm just basically put my printer and stuff over there, and then that will be the next thing to go. But before we can do that in there, we got to take care of these floors first. Because the carpet, like I said, if I run a little, when I first came here, like I said, had some really hard, difficult times breathing. But, you learn systems, you learn ways to how to survive in areas. So, if I get up in the morning and open up all my windows, take my allergy medicine, which I'm supposed to have my Zyrtex, and if I pronounce that wrong, I do apologize. And I take my Symbicort, and I wear my mask when I walk through the house, allow my breathing in, taking it out, and after that, I'm normal. I can actually function a little better, but I have to keep up with those little rituals in order to be surviving here with the carpet. So what my friend's going to do, he's going to come in, he's going to basically seal thin plastic, and this is not going to be like buckle or anything. It's going to be actually thin plastic, come with the heat gun, it's going to shrink itself to the carpet. So I don't have to worry about that, and then he's going to put a temporary floor down. So that way I can move about in here, and problem, drop some rugs on top of it. Now, not those kind of rugs I'm talking about. The only rugs I can be around are the ones that are used for indoor, outdoor, those rugs, because there's no fibers in it. It's like a thin, flat rug. Only ones I can be around. So that's what I put in here to decorate a little bit. But before we can do all that, floor's got to be done first. And once the floor is done, then we can start moving in furniture and start lighting this place up. Because to tell you the truth, I miss my neon so bad. All right, so right now, I'm just basically, this is for the time being on the floor. This kind of helps me a bit in here. Because I work in here the most. So we need this cord out here for the projector mapping. And let's put down the 2-piece here. Now, I was gonna consider going upstairs because upstairs is all wooden floors. But this sucker is 4 floors up and there is no elevator in here. So I am not carrying all this stuff up the 4 flights of stairs and then my furniture. No, we're not doing that. That's just too much work. We'll stay down here. We'll get the floors done the way we want to do, get them fixed, stop up on my stand, and then we'll do it that way. So that way, when it's time for me to leave, I usually do what I do before I leave from a place. I get all my stuff, put it in storage a week ahead, take the bare minimums that we need, and then basically just move. So I've already let them know already from the door that when my contract's gonna be kicking in soon. I got some other investments that are popping off on Robinhood, and I'm looking for this other house. So what I'm gonna do is, if I leave early, I want to know exactly what was the penalty, what I had to pay for basically leaving. At the end of the day, I don't worry about it. They say, well, if you left early, it's gonna go against your renter's history. Who freaking cares? I'm buying a house, so yeah, they don't care about that when you buy a house. Really don't. All they care about is, at the end of the day, is do you have the money? Do you have the money? And I'm not borrowing from no bank. I'm buying the house out straight. It's mine. That's what I am. I'm 54 years old. I have no time to be doing mortgage payments. Buying this thing outright. It's mine. I can do whatever I want to do with it. Yeah! All right. Let's see. Definitely going to make sure that the house that I'm buying is going to be off-road, if you know what I mean. Basically, you have to drive to the property. I'm thinking I'm a little farther out in the Poconos. You have to drive to the property, go off-road, which means it gives me certain rights to how to protect my property. If I have an everyday house, the problem I'm going to have is the minute I step out the door, I'm on city property. But if you have to go up a road and get to my house, then guess what? It's fair game. I can take you out. I mean, it is. It's the truth. You got to look at that stuff at the end of the day. You come up on my property of 5 and 6 acres and you drive up there and you turn a corner on my land, guess what? It's your butt, Mr. Postman. I got a right to open fire. And I am not going to hesitate when it comes to that. I'm going to lay you down right in the grass with no problem. So that's why I think about where I'm going to move to. Because if I buy a house where basically I walk out the door on my city property, that's going to be an issue. What I like about the other house, they had a driveway. Oh, driveway gives you so much power. I lie to you not. If you get up and you walk in someone's driveway, yeah, you're definitely going to get shot at the end of the day. They got a right to put a bullet in you. If you see that basically that sign that says, hey, you walk on this driveway, you get shot, yeah, they got that right. You literally left city property and walked literally into someone's property, which gives you that right. Gives them more of a right to basically use lethal force or whatever way they're going to use it. Usually, for me, it depends on the situation. If it's a group of people, I'm using lethal. If it's not a group of people, I'm using non-lethal. It depends on what I'm using. And there's no chance you're ever going to see me pop up. I'm going to be in a ghillie somewhere waiting for you. So the cameras will pick you up long before you hit the property, and I'll take you out before you even make it. You got to think ahead, people. Can't have 50 cal auto turrets. I kind of looked that up. They don't let you have those. Like, can you? Yeah, you can have 50 cal auto turrets, but I don't want to walk into something like that and blow my legs out. You're doing too much. Yeah, doing too much. All right, we got to do something with this. We got to do something with this. But yeah, you got to think about that kind of stuff at the end of the day. I think people get mad and run outside the house with the gun and firing. You go to jail for that, because that's putting other people in danger. The bullets got to go somewhere at the end of the day. Can't do that. Nope, you got certain rules you can do. So that's why I was looking at a house. Like I want to get something out in the Poconos. You can get like probably like, I don't want too much land. Like 5 acres is enough for me. Like I'm never going to go to the far end of that. Like never going to happen. 1 acre is pretty much what I'm going to be roaming on. But other than that, all that, nah. That's why I like my friend. My friend's got 18 acres in the sticks. I got another friend who got 120 in the sticks. Yeah. You better have a heck of a good excuse. You walk up on that property and say, what the freak are you doing here? Can't say you was passing through. Nope. Because that's why they mark those warning signs out there. Like, hey, you cross over this property, it's your butt, Mr. Postman. Give you fair warning. Oh man, funny. Well, yeah, driveway. Yeah, you walk on somebody's driveway. They can, depending on how far you in on the driveway, you got to think about that too. how far. Yeah, my driveway is about 4 cars deep. So, yeah, if you walked all the way in there, yeah, you were done because I definitely could get you in there. But either way, that'd be just crossing the line right there. Some people just go from the driveway. If you're going from the driveway to the door, that's a little different. But yeah, other than that, yeah, you go past that line, yeah, you're screwed. But anyway, that's why if you look at the fact that if someone parks a car in front of your house, they can do that. But you got a driveway, you can't do that. You can't park your car in front of a driveway. They'll tow your car away. Private property. You get more. Ability to be able to do pretty much whatever you want to do when you have a driveway. And those who have driveways know what I'm talking about. Know exactly what I'm talking about. Let somebody go up there and park a truck in front of your house or park their car in front of their house and blast music in front of your door. You can't do jack about it because you can go out there and they can say, no, I'm on city property. You can't touch me. But let them park in front of a driveway and do it. You got to move your truck. You got to move your vehicle. You got to go. And they got to go. Can't be there. It's against the law. It's not against the law, but you know what I'm talking about. You get a violation for that. Can't go out there and argue with the police on that one. It's not going to work. Like, no, you got to go, buddy. Skedaddle. You got to go. We should all know that one. But you'd be surprised some people don't even know that. I kind of mentioned all that, and people should know this already, but you'd be surprised, literally, how many people really don't know that one. Another thing that'll get you hurt at the end of the day, I've seen people do this all the time. Driving in someone's driveway to back out. That will get you hurt real quick. Because then someone's going to they don't know your vehicle. People, they don't do that because I've had a few people do that when I had the driveway and don't know what this vehicle is, don't know why it's in the driveway, and I'm coming outside fully armed. I don't know who you are at the end of the day. You're halfway in my driveway. I have no idea what you're doing. All I know is you crossed the line and I have a right to use lethal force. And people, like I said, today, don't do that. Don't use someone's driveway as a way to back out of it. Figure another way around it. They got memes on that. I was crying. They got memes on that. They got memes on a guy sitting at the door with a beer in his hand and he's looking out the window. He had a beer in his hand and he's got a gun on his hip. It said the feeling you get when somebody actually uses your driveway to back out of. And lie to you not, yeah. Figure another way around that crap. Now I had a neighbor, she knew me. And the way her car was positioned in the street, she came across the street and she said, hey, how you doing? I said, hello. And she was like, hey, the way my car is positioned, the people used to live here used to let me back into the drive and come back out. Okay, fine, I got no problem with that. Knock yourself out. Couldn't care less because I know who I can identify the car. But other than that, nope. But man, we had this one neighbor across the street. I never forget her. We had this one neighbor across the street. Man, she backed right into my driveway and literally almost into the driveway and came back out. She did that 4 times. The second time she came outside, I came outside showing my sidearm. That was the end of it. Just take things for granted. Just drive in someone's driveway, blasting music while she's doing it too, and drive back out, do what you want to do. Came outside with my firearm on my hip. I ain't pull anything out, just had it on my hip, had a conversation like, back it out. And that was the end of that. If she wanted to go call the police and say, hey, you came outside with a firearm, I'm licensed to carry, I can have it. Not a problem. People just take things for granted sometimes. They just do. I would never do that. I would never back in someone's driveway. I will never ever do that. Never do that. Why would I do that? It's not my property. I got no reason to be there and I shouldn't be there. I would never do that. I'll figure another way around it. If I gotta waste some gas doing it, whatever. Alright. We're not snapping these together. These things are a headache. They're snapped together on carpet. They're a headache. I was gonna do the entire floor this way, but the puzzle floors on carpet is a freaking nightmare. You gotta have those really, mine are thick, mine are thin. Let me bend down so you can see this real quick. Mine are thick, mine are thin. So they're really hard. Once you snap them together, they buckle a little bit and come up. So I kind of like the heavier, thicker ones, which I have in the other bag, which I'm not gonna pull them out because there's no point. They're gonna do the floors anyway. This is just temporary for the time being. Nothing special at all. So at least we got this part done. I mean, if I'm working on something, I'm visualizing how I want to do it. I want to come out there and see it done. This is why at the end of the day, I'm able to, I'm not bragging here, build more screens than you guys because I'm the kind of person, once I get something in my head, I got to complete it. I got to see some kind of results from it to see it come into life. If not, basically, I don't do it at all, period. So even if I'm just buying the tools or putting things together or doing the blueprints, I got to see it come together. So when I'm seeing this vision in my head, like when I built all those different environments in that house, this is what I'm seeing here. I walk in here, I only see that room, and that's what I'm going to put in here. I'm going to put all this is going to be all wireless. So since I'm going to have the PS4, I'm not going to need the VR, so I'm going to actually get my Oculus back, put them in here, and then I'm going to pick up probably the G2s and the Index, because I haven't had the Index from Steam, and I heard they were quite good. Somebody was in there, one time was in the, when I had the Oculus, when I was trying them out, and the Oculus, like I said, aren't bad. It's a good system. If you're trying VR out for the first time, it's a fantastic experience. If you had VR before, then, you know, don't expect anything crazy off of it. Most of the time when I was on the Oculus system, I was in the virtual art galleries. I spent a lot of time in there. I love the art galleries. They're so freaking amazing. It's like you really get to walk into the painting, which is pretty cool. I spent a couple, sometimes in the big screen mode, but not too much in there because you get kids in there and the kids were jerks. So weren't there. So yeah, and then sometimes the adults were jerks in there too. So don't really socialize too much in there. But anyway, all my family has these things now, and they got theirs after I got rid of mine. So now I can just connect with them while I'm in there. But anyway, the games in there and all that hype. It's kind of like if you play the Wii U, it's kind of like that category of games. And it's getting a little better now, but that's how it was when I was in there. And if you really want to expand your library, which I don't know if they expanded the library, because I was in, I bought literally every game they had in the category. If you want to expand your library, you can basically do a data link to your PC, and you can actually play your games from Steam. But keep in mind, you're running them off of 720p. It's a 720 thing? Yeah, 720p glasses. I think they're 720p. They do 720p. But anyway, they're not going to match your graphic card. So I was in there, and I was in big screen mode, and I was talking to a couple of PC gamers. You can actually cross-platform in there. And the guy was talking about, yeah, he's on the G2, and the other one was on the Index. And I said, what's it like? He said, dude, the freaking gloves that they had the tracking system. He said you can literally thread a needle. They were so accurate, you can actually thread a needle with these bad boys. And they were in there laughing about coming up with a game called Prom Dress 2.0. Oh, he's in there crying. But after I heard about that, I was like, wow. Yeah. So if you are going to be going down the road of actually getting the G2 or Index, you're going to have a very beefy machine. You're going to spend some money. You're going to spend it. Taco. Scenario with the stereo. What's going on, man? Tell me this look like I just woke up. I just woke up. Put your rug down. This is your favorite rug. Put your girlfriend's on here. That's why you like it, because your girlfriend's on here. Your lover. Your girlfriend, Taco. So this is how I want to hook up my employees. You see under my desk right there? That's my foot massager under my desk. That's fantastic, because basically what that does, it basically has a shiatsu, I think it is, massager and all that good stuff on it. And that basically works on blood flow, which is very important, because people who work on a desk all the time don't have a lot of blood flow to push back and forth because they're on a desk all the time. So that's why I want to put things like, you know, there's a track upstairs, you can walk and jog, stuff like that, you know what I mean? So if they get a break, they can get up and they can walk around. They're not stuck in a cubicle 24/7, which I don't want them in there like that. I want them to get up. They're going to be advised to take breaks, get up, and walk around, go outside, we go to outdoor patio, whatever for them. And of course, since I designed that technology, guess what? We're going to have our screens in there too. So that'll give them a chance to walk around, you know what I mean? Plenty of vending machines for good food and stuff like that, and healthy food for people who don't want the junk food, and junk for the people who want junk food, like me, I like junk food. So stuff like that. But that's what I want. I want massagers for the chairs, and I want those foot massagers. Now, it's up to them whether they want to use them or not, but it's there for them. Because like I said, you're sitting in the chair all day long. Some people got back problems and stuff, and you got to consider it in the day. You got happy workers, and the work goes smoothly. You treat them like trash, and guess what? They're going to treat your company like trash. That's the problem. People don't know how to treat your workers like their family. Have our birthday parties and stuff like that. I do want to put in a psychiatrist, basically for stress. A lot of people go through a lot of stress. They got stress at home. They got stress at the workplace. And there's a place they can go to and talk to and unload, and so be it. You know what I mean? Why not pay the extra money to make people happy at the end of the day? I'm definitely putting in a sliding board. Google has a sliding board. I definitely want a sliding board because I want one for myself. We are going to put a waiver up there, which means if you sign it, we're not responsible if you do something crazy like go down face first and get jacked up. So stuff like that. And on top of that, this will be fantastic because then I can contract food trucks, which I told you I have a couple of friends of mine that are fantastic cookers. They cook amazing food. They just don't have the money to be able to go out and branch out. So I would basically help them out, get a truck and all that. They can park outside the business, make some money. stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of cool stuff for my employees. Hook them up, because you should. Why not? Why not? Why should you not hook them up? What's the problem with that? You're not greedy. You're getting too much money. That's what it is. You can't hook up your employees. At the end of the day, people hate their jobs because at the end of the day, I mean, I had a job. I worked at Kmart. It was the funnest job I ever had in my entire life. I was maintenance over there. I hated being on a day off. I love being at that job every day. Even on my day off, I would go down to the job and check on see what everybody was doing. I love that job. That job was so much fun. The supervisors were freaking cool. The job, we didn't have supervisors screaming and yelling at us 24/7, do this, do that. It was such a relaxed environment. I literally missed it when I went home. I got a day off. Like, really? Can I skip the day off? Like, can I just come here and work? Like, we can't do that. Certain requirements. You got to do so and so and so. Man, I hate days off on that job. And then I realized learning from that experience from jobs that I worked at that I hated to go to work every day. And I couldn't stand my supervisors and I couldn't stand the workplace. Yeah. Putting lots of windows in, very important. People, basically, their attitudes change. If you stick them in an environment where there's no windows, they become depressed. They feel like they're suffocating, like they're blocked in. I remember I worked at one job. This wouldn't be the worst job, but it would be close to it. It was a warehouse, and we made plastic 5-gallon containers. There were no freaking windows, but yet there was this giant freaking analog clock staring you in the face, and every time in there just went so slow. Because you're constantly staring at this giant analog clock, and there's no windows in there. I don't know what the theory that was in there. I don't know if they're brainwashing people or what, but I hated that job. I was only there for an hour and I quit. I couldn't take that crap. I couldn't imagine coming in every day and dealing with that nonsense. It was freaking nightmarish. But other than that, plenty of windows, lots of lights, stuff like that. You know what I mean? You need all that stuff. It's very important. Oh, and one thing is most important, nap time. The Japanese do this. Now it's not long nap, basically it's a short nap to charge your battery. When you come off from lunch, you're sluggish. I'm always sluggish when I come from lunch. I'm tired and I get something to eat. When I come in, I'm tired and my productivity is down. But giving them the ability to get a couple of minutes rest in there recharges their battery, gives them a chance to get back to work. Like I said, it's giving the employees a little bit of nap time after they come from lunch. It's fantastic. And if you choose you don't want to do the nap time, you don't have to. You can just go to work if you want to. So I want them to have big cubicles. I don't want them in these little tiny boxes like a hamster stuck in a cage. I want them in a nice open area. I like to have that whole L desk thing, you know, having them that whole L desk. So that way they don't feel like they're trapped on one desk. They can turn around, they got a desk here and they one right there. Now people at the end of the day say, oh, that's very expensive. Who cares at the end of the day? If my employees can come in, they got that desk, they can feel like they're sitting at an executive office, plenty of windows, and it's a relaxed environment, got a nice foot massager, got a massager for the back. Why not? What's the harm in all of it? And then people will brag about how good my company is and how much they like being there. And that's what I want. I want them to be happy. Our people that work at Google freaking love freaking Google. Google knows how to treat their people. They do. They know how to treat their people. Unless you get some jerk supervisor in there. Now, keep in mind, with a nice relaxed area must come strict and rigorous rules, which means basically you would be under my contract. And under my contract means if you break or violate things, you would get pretty much what you call the strike system. If you reach that level of strike, you will be terminated. On the spot, security will escort you off the property. I will have security on the property at all times, just to make sure that my employees are safe and we don't have any people at the end of the day that feel the need that they want to go gun-ho. You're not going to do that there. We're not going to have that problem. And these aren't going to be your everyday security guards. So they are going to be quite trained. I make sure that my employees are protected, and I want to make sure that at the end of the day that they feel safe in their environment. So, like I said, it'll be terminated and removed. That's how that's going to work. But hopefully we never have anything like that at all. And then it's going to be an environment that allows you to be able to, if you're a Christian at the end of the day and you want to pray, you can pray if you want to. We're not doing any of that. Oh, we don't have God. And yeah, that's fantastic when I see that. People don't want God in their schools. They don't want God here, God there. It's up to their choice. If they want to basically serve the Lord, and if they don't, they don't. It's up to them. But you're going to completely move the Lord out. And then when something crazy happens, then it's all about God. Keep God in the churches. Keep God everywhere. I couldn't imagine, but if that's up to your choice. Let me see, what do they know put these speakers at? Like I said, I had a choice. When out there running the street and carrying on and getting in trouble and getting locked up and all that dumb nonsense, I had a choice. Whether I can serve God or do whatever the one I want to do. And I decided to do whatever I want to do. And guess what? Got me locked up. Got in some serious trouble. But the Lord didn't forgive me. He allowed me to get out of that situation. And now I'm here. Talking about the Lord. Isn't that interesting? I have no idea what to put these speakers at. I'm going to put them right here because I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But isn't that interesting? I was a person, couldn't stand the church. I thought the church people were weak, and they were fake, and they were phonies. And, you know, just the whole thing. You're going to never catch me in church. Never, ever, ever catch me in church. Oh, people in the church, they're nothing but cult members and all that. Now, yeah, I was one of those. I was definitely almost near close to being an atheist. Almost close to being an atheist. Yeah, my mother was a strong Christian woman, so she tried to keep me in that line in that way. And I was never going to be a Christian. That never happened in a million years. I had no idea I'm doing that. You'd be crazy. Look where I'm at now, what I'm doing. Biggest mistake I made in my life is not finding God sooner. That's the only we're going to have in life. We're definitely using this. What are we going to do with it? We got to get this junky mess cleaned up. This junky mess. Meow. 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 I have no idea what I'm going to throw this up at. Do we need this PC or we're going to put this underneath there? So I don't want this over here by the window getting chilled. So I'm going to put you right there for the time being because right now we're just getting everything sorted out here. Ouch. Throw that. And we need to organize this stuff right here. So we're just sorting out, that's all we're doing in here. Getting things sorted out, getting things ready. I, myself, because God is going to bless me, my business, bless my hopefully soon to be partner that are working together with with this company. When I say our, because pretty soon he's going to be my partner. That we're going to take our company to the next level. And I have to pray even harder now. I got to stay even closer to God because if the Lord blesses us to have what I've seen in those contracts, and I have to be extremely careful because the devil is going to be out there in full force to tempt me even more. And that's what I got to be careful about. And that's why I'm going to get that nice 4 acres and that land off the road. And I'm going to sit out there. Now, for anybody who sits up there and says in the day, but you're a Christian. You're not supposed to have Christians have guns. Police officers are Christians. Executioners are Christians. Soldiers are Christians. We have basically, at the end of the day, if I have to use it and someone comes up on my property, it's not like I'm going to just come out there gun-ho and just blow their head clean off. If someone comes up on my property and they are a threat to me, my cat, or anyone I have in my house, I'm going to do whatever it takes to put them down. And anyone should do the same thing at the end of the day. You protect your family, you protect your friends, you protect everything. If anybody comes and poses a threat, you extinguish the threat. That's what you do. I'm not going to sit out there and have a conversation. I always like to give people fair warnings. And if I give you that fair warning and you don't move, then you're going to lay down in the grass and going to have a conversation with the Lord. That's what will happen to you. I'm not saying I'm a big bad soldier. I'm not saying I'm this. I'm not saying I'm not at the end of the day. I'm an everyday man. If you walk on my property, I'll put you down. That's what I'm supposed to do. And anybody else should do the same thing. But the difference between me and the next person, I'm not going to feel guilty about it. I'm not going to sit there and be all nervous and shit. No. I'm going to go in the house and put myself up, clean my weapons, and that's it. And get myself a bowl of cornflakes and watch a movie. That's it. I'm not saying I'm heartless. Just don't. It's not going to bother me none. You ain't supposed to be there. Why should I worry about you if you're on my property at the end of the day? You're not supposed to be there. Simple and plain. It won't hurt for you. I'll pray for you. I'll pray that the Lord basically, because I'm not shooting anybody in the chest. Oh, heck no. Go to jail for that. I'm going to shoot you in the leg. Shoot you in the leg, it can't kill you. You just sit there and you're on the ground crying because you got a hole in your leg. That's basically about it. Just like if I'm out in the street and somebody walks up and you rob me, I'm going to pop you right in your leg. I'm not shooting you in the chest. You can kill somebody like that. I'm not going to go for the head. I'm going to pop you right in your leg. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not aiming for your chest. Below the waist, people. Below the waist. And that's the first mistake people do is when they pull out a gun, they get nervous and they get no, you're supposed to be nice and relaxed. Like the main massage, just relax and just when do what has to be done. Think when you do it. Don't be out there ta 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 ta. You got bullets flying all over the place and some poor kid walk into that. You're responsible for that nonsense. That's why I said some people shouldn't carry. Because they get nervous when they pull it out. If you walk, I've seen people when they first get their license, the first thing they want to do is they want to show it off a little bit. You leave their jacket on so you can show it off a little bit. You ain't supposed to do that. No one's supposed to know you have it. That weapon on you. Never supposed to see it. Never. Unless you have to use it. Oh! I'm pretty sure those of you who have license to carry, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Shoot, I want my niece got a license to carry in all 50 states. I'm like, gee whiz, what the freak? Yeah, it's because she's military. That's why she got one like that. All 50 states she can carry. She can carry anywhere she wants. All right, so we got all this stuff organized. That's done. That's Gucci. That is Gucci. Now, can I turn my projector on here? Watch something? Oh, heck no, I can't. Oh, Taco, you over here hiding? You hiding? This is where you hiding? It's your hiding spot now? This is your hiding spot? How dare you hide here? Even though you're over there. Crazy cat, you crazy cat, you. Yeah, the whole family got that problem. Yeah. Hopefully, I pray I've never had that problem. Go out there, be on my land, be left alone with me, God, and the cat. My family will come down and see me. I'm gonna wire cameras or open wire. What do they call them? Field cameras throughout that whole section. And then go out there. I might get me a sheep. I think we get me a sheep or a goat. I want a goat. I never had a goat before. Hey Taco, you want a goat? That'd be funny. I'm gonna get a goat. Get a goatee. Hey, goatee. I'm gonna call him goatee. As in goatee, as in the beer goatee. Goatee. Mr. Goatee? What you doing, Mr. Goatee? Get me a baby goat. All right, let me see. Okay, round. Give me your rounds. Rounds. How you gonna put rounds? All right, get that done. Yeah. All right, let me see. That's all finished. This is done. This is all completed here. I want to go over and get. I really don't remember where I put my whatchamacallits after this thing. I want to buy some new ones. Put this right here. And that can go right there for it now. We're going to put the speakers at because I had no idea where. And what's this miscellaneous stuff? Okay. It's right here. Oh, that's peachy. Actually, this should be on the projector. Right, we gotta put this. I gotta figure out what that fire stick was. I got extra fire sticks. Found an extra fire stick. What do we need an extra fire stick for? I'm gonna run a lot of projectors in here. So we're gonna do in here. We're doing. Let's see. We're doing several in the hallway. We're gonna use the micro small ones by ViewSonic. So I'm gonna get two of those right there. And we have the projectors we want to use for portrait. So I'm getting 2 of those. Ultra short throw. So that's at 5 projectors. And then we got another projector for, what do we got right there for, let's see for the back. No. That'd be 5, 6. We're going to use a Chrissy P2. That's 7. Yeah, 7 projectors are running. I have to say this. I'm not trying to be rude here. I'm really not. Please don't take this the wrong way. But the like system, I'm not into it. You know that, right? Not a big fan of the like system. It's okay if you want to like it. It's not going to disrupt my day. Still going to make money. I'm still contracted. Still going to make my money. That's what it comes down to. But okay. We'll do it where we get sometimes 7 likes in there, 8 likes in there, and then they'll start removing the likes and that's going to bother me today. No, why would that bother me? Right now, I have the most advanced technology and projection screen technology right now under my fingers, and I'm going to be contracted through the roof for it. I'm good. But if you gave me a like, thank you. And if you took it away, it's not going to hurt me at the end of the day. It's not going to harm me at the end of the day. I'm done with this whole selling thing. That's it. I get to do the one thing I want to do, research and development. Do you have any idea the time? Now, don't get me wrong, that I put into selling and marketing my product and then research and development. Do you have any idea? Now I'm going to have other people doing commercials, radio times, bringing in people. It's a radio time, bringing in people for showrooms and displays. They're going to be doing all that. All I have to do is sit up there and get myself a freaking kick behind freaking work environment, which I'm definitely going to do. My own warehouse, office space, employees, and then on top of that, I'm going to design my own laboratory test facility for my screens that are way beyond anybody else's, which means I can put screens in tons of light. I'm going to put a greenhouse in, like a massive greenhouse for actually upgrading and advancing our ambient light projection technology. If I can get a screen on a pedestal to move all the way around and still pick up on a projector with all those windows, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to design my own environment. I want units where I can drop screens in freezing areas. I can heat them up. I'm getting all that cool stuff. So I got all day to sit around and develop my technology. A massive legal team that anytime I do something or we design something, we can graphic that, we can take it over there, get the copyrights, patents, everything done from the door, and then basically send all that information over to the people who have contracts with them where they're going to advertise our technology everywhere. That's where I'm going. All right, so all this is finished. So I come in this room. Oh, yes. Might come here. My chair over here. Massager. So it doesn't bother me. I know some people do that, and they figure that's going to hurt my feelings. No. Telling me at the end of the day that, hey, we don't want to buy your product. What do I care? You know what this stuff looks like when people walk in and see this stuff on display, how amazing this stuff looks? Just watch me get up in the morning and fire up 150-inch screen and display it. And it's still on right now. And I can run it, but I can't run it in here because the wall doesn't work, or the certified doesn't work, or the white surface doesn't work. So if that Google just sat there and said that the most advanced screens are black, then we have the most advanced technology. Because right now, under our bar, no one's matching any of our demonstrations. And we got demonstrations that stretch back to 8 years. None of the certified screens can touch us, none of the white screens can touch us, and the gray screen paints definitely don't touch us. Yeah, that puts us on the map. Yep, so for me, I don't have to worry about dealing with chargebacks or fake disputes on my accounts anymore. I don't have to worry about none of that anymore. That's all passed for me. What I get is huge, massive amount of money that transfer to my account. $60,000, $80,000, $250,000, $500,000, or one day $1 million. All right, where are you going to go? Where are you? Right here. have to tell you. Best freaking closet space ever. I tell you, one thing I said, well, actually, this place has some nice stuff. It's pretty big. It's nice. Hallways are big. I was talking to, like I said, I got a chance to talk to the owner yesterday. And man, they out of town. Like, yeah, the place is big. This place is really big. A lot of room in here. A lot of room. This is a one bedroom. And it's, usually when you get a one bedroom is 600 square feet. It's pretty much when I've seen some that have the bedroom and the, I guess that would be near a studio right there. That'd be definitely a studio if you have your bed on one thing. But with the one bedrooms I've seen, they're really small at 600 square feet. But this place is 950 square feet. It is huge. You got a big, nice little hallway in here, and the bathrooms are huge. Man, really nice. And the sunnies are huge. And that's one thing I talked about. I said, gee whiz, I said, this place is really big. I said, man, the room place we have in here for screens is amazing. One of the apartments I was looking at would have been way smaller than this. The room would have been almost near half the size for this room in here. There was no hallway. It was like the minute you came in, it was like you walked through the door, you had your living room here, and then bam, kitchen was right behind the living room, and then you come down the hallway, there's a little hallway here, and then bam, room. That was it. And it was no place in there to put a screen. There's no way I was going to put 150 inch screen here. But in here, wow, we can go big in here. God knew exactly what I needed. Exactly what I needed. Now we got the room in here. This is fantastic. My chair will be at the top. I can sleep on this chair. Did I hook up my unit? Okay, put this over here. And the closet space in here. Closet space in here is freaking immaculate. It is absolutely immaculate. Oh shoot, I need this. This is for my bit for my rotary tool. Look at Taco creeping out the window. Out the window. What you doing, Taco? You in there? You out the window? Out the window? This is going to be interesting. So we're going to hook up the projector mapping. See how this is going to work out. So I already selected what I'm doing here. I'm definitely putting a fish tank over there. I saw these fish tanks that they have. Oh, they're nice. So let me see. We're just going to drop it in the hallway. But I'm going to get the one that stands up. It has a stand to it that stands up and it pushes out a little bit. So that's what I want to get. I want to put it right there. So I'm supposed to get my sea monsters pretty soon. My sister has these, I guess they call them sucker fish, whatever. Their things are huge. Hers are huge. They're about that freaking big. They're huge. And man, they look like, I love them because they look like freaking sea monsters. The way they hide in the dark, then they come out and their fin kind of comes up and it goes back down and they and disappear. So what I'm gonna do for their tank is I'm gonna do the tank in all black lights. I'm gonna put one single light with a fallen sunken ship, because I'm gonna get it big enough where they can hide in there in caves and stuff. So we'll put a little light next to the side so when it moves by, you can see a glimpse of it. That's how I'm gonna set it up. My whole entire tank is gonna be all black. All the stones, all black. It's gonna be eerie looking in that bad boy. But they like the dark. They love the dark, so that's what I'm having in there. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put those cameras that you can drop in there and actually watch your fish. I'm gonna have them displayed on my projection screen so I can see them. Hey, where your fish at? They're right there. And I think I might get, if they have it, they should have it. or maybe I can get somebody to 3D print it for me. I want to have some people in a boat or swimming in the water, like they're unaware of what's actually underneath the water waiting for them. That's gonna be fun to watch. But what they like to do is they like to swim around the water and they like to go up top and they like to splash and they go back down. That's what I like about. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. Have a sign up there on the water that says beware of sea monsters. All right, we're getting our 100 feet of cable out. We have to run cable this way and this way. So I'm gonna check this out and see how this mapping's gonna work. Right here. Rock, get out of the way. Crazy tacos. Crazy tacos. Ha! Look at this. This is insane. No water coming. Some light we got coming in here. Runs all day. Ha! Bam! Bam! All day. You guys sitting up in this dark apartment. You know what I'm talking about. Dark apartment. We're talking about the quality. No quality. I'm sitting in the dark all day. No quality. I don't want to be in the dark all day. I'm not trying to turn this place into a cave or anything. I want to get rid of the blinds. The blinds ain't pushing enough light for me. It ain't working. Not working. I'm gonna get Taki. We don't need one, but I'm gonna get one of those Zumbas. So Taki can ride it around the house. Get one of them for him. Taki, you want a little thing to ride around the house? I'm gonna get you one. No robot. You can get one right around the house. Next thing I gotta do is we gotta work on this kitchen. This kitchen needs some work. We need a nice touch to this kitchen. So I seen that my sister was showing me the L kitchen mats that you can get, the flame resistant L kitchen mats. We're gonna put them here and here, the mats on my floor. I'm definitely getting a radiator cover for that. Definitely that gotta go. The blinds is nasty. I don't like that. We gotta put some nice decorated curtains up there with the bars across them. Look real nice. I already got permission that I can actually darken the cabinets. Get a nice cherry oak stain, darken those cabinets a little bit, and definitely the ranges are coming out of here, all black and with electric. Definitely want to take that out. If I could, and I can't, but I would put the exhaust system, but the one that's actually metal. I mean, I'd pay for it at the end of the day. They would install it. And then on top of that, it allows us to upgrade this spot down here. So when I leave out of here, they can get more money for this spot because I've upgraded it. But now I'll keep that. I'll put a silver one in for that one right there, silver one for that one, or either black, doesn't make a difference. And I'm definitely want to take the sink out. I want that divider, and that's what I want for my sink. I think I might be the only person who walks into an apartment because now I change this and change that and change that, change this. Just gotta have it that way. It's the way I am. And the reason why they don't mind paying the money, because again, like I said, it's upgrading their stuff, making it better, but I'm paying for it. Tile's nice. I like the tile. Now that way I can pick up my appliances, especially because my appliances are not going to blend well with these cabinets. They got to be a little bit darker. I'm going to get all red appliances in there. Get myself a KitchenAid. I definitely want to get an air fryer. Air fryer I'm definitely going to pick up. Let me get me a battery. Having a heat wave, tropical heat wave. Alright. So how's this gonna work, the projector mapping right there? I tell you, when I first came here, I was so super depressed. I was very depressed when I came here. Didn't want to work my company. Didn't want to do anything. Didn't want to be bothered by anything. And now look at me, happy. I prayed every day to God. Every day I prayed to Him. Every day I prayed. Read my Bible diligently. Is that what I said? Diligently. I basically listened to my Christian music because I knew that was Satan. That was Satan trying to get in there, make me depressed, and maybe try to make me kill myself or something like that. Nope, I prayed every day. Put it in my Lord's hands. You know what He did? Took all that away from me, built me up, and now I'm back to my normal self. I'm ready to take on anything that comes toward me. I can't wait for this next adventure. And if they thought our demonstrations were amazing online, offline, they are going to be absolutely breathtaking. Now, also, I got some good news for basically being able to sell products online. The rarest, they can be available online because the reason why, because no company can go behind and buy them in bulk. It's virtually impossible because it's a rare collection. That's why. Now, yeah, it's a rare collection. Very few people will get them, but at least it's something at the end of the day. But they're not interested in that because they can't get bulks of it. They can't get gallons of it. They can't basically buy as much as do it and can't do it because it's the rarest collection. So we're going to come out with a line of these really rare screens. Kind of like a Pokemon Fest, but something for like projection screen setups. So we can launch that. Because under a contract, this doesn't basically cause any kind of conflict of interest or somebody jumping over them and going directly to us. Because they can't buy bulks of it because you can't do that. So I think we're going to up our numbers on that one. So our numbers on that one was 10 a month. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 100 a month. Now mind you, like I said, it's one per person, which means you can't get 2 orders, and that means the company can't go in and buy bulks of them because they can't do it. They're only entitled to 1, and 1's not going to be enough for them. So therefore, they won't be interested in it. But as for the other screen paints you see on there right now, they're never coming back. You will never see those again. They're gone. Once that 2 months is up, any screen paints you've seen on there, for anything from the visible, anything we made for outside, or 3D map and all that, that's gone. The cinema, gone. Fusion, gone. All of it. The shopping cart that will be activated, the shopping cart under the Alpha 1. No. But it's 100, because you're going to have offline customers trying to get their hands on it too. 100. 100, if we do 50, no, that's 50 too much. We gotta make this thing rare. All right, we'll do, yeah, we go online. We gotta crunch the numbers on that one. How would that be said to be rare? Because we want to make it interesting, but not where the person's gonna be having an insane time getting their hands on it. So, I gotta figure that one out myself. I don't know now yet. I do know we are gonna have a screen paint that we make one of those once a year. That is gonna be an extremely hard one to get. But when you see what it looks like on the P2, man, those of you who own that projector, yeah, I'm telling you, like, what the freak? What the freak? That's why I told you at the end of the day, if you listen to Google, right? It just said it. You go into Google and you put down, what's the benefit of a black screen? That means all you out there sitting on there with those P2 projectors on white and gray screens, you have dumbed your machine down. I told you we're doing this. So what's somebody going to say? We went in and we basically told Google what to say. No, it's right there. It's facts right there. Go to any forum site. They will all tell you the same thing. The advanced technology is gray. Sorry, is black. These are gunmetal. They're said ultimate dark. Well, I mean dark gunmetal, not that light gunmetal. Dark gunmetal and black. But it didn't say gunmetal. It said black. I'm putting that on our website. Tell me all that for years. That's why we go on YouTube to put it's in the pudding. But I don't even put my company's name in. I put 150 inch, 16:9, 720p, and nothing but our technology pulls up. But we're the only ones that fully lit environments. Yep. Do 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 do. So that means right now, keep in mind, the reason why people have gray and white screens because they can't afford the gunmetal. So you're going to sit there and spend $3,000 for a projector, and then you got to turn around and you're going to spend more money because you're not going to get the same price. Certifies ultra short throws are different. That's a different screen. You're going to pay more money. You're going to pay more money than the average certified screen on long throw. You're going to pay more for that. So we're talking about an easy $3-4 grand for 100 inch. That's what you're going to pay for. So consider that right there from the door. And you got technology that's better than that, and it's 100% black. And y'all still sitting in the dark. So you can watch me on my P2 in a fully lit environment at 160 inches, displaying like that screen's doing right now. While we watch everybody with a P2 projector sitting in the dark. Because the only option they got is either if you can get one of those alpha ones, if you can get one, or you're going to have to deal with the gray and white screens or gunmetal. So today I'm going to basically bring back online the Alpha 1, but it's not going to be available yet because it's got to go through insane testing. We don't have any patent pennies or patents underneath of it that's been registered. We don't have copyrights underneath of it. And as I said before, there's those out there saying, but you don't own it. We don't own them. I just told you that from the door. They're dummy labels. When I sit there and show you the real labels, I will show you a certification still showing you that it's registered. It's a dummy label. We got a graphic design artist coming in to design all our labels. Those are going to have the copyrights. Those are the real ones. Yeah, they're dummy labels. Okay. I'm out there stealing images from Google, claiming to be art images. That is pathetic. Let me tell you something. As long as I've been in this business, I've seen it with projectors. I'm used to seeing it with projection screens, but screen paints, really? You're stealing images from Google to make your images look good? We just watched Danny steal some images of some green trees that belong to Google. And the other one, Crow, did the same thing with the peppers and the moon. Gee whiz. That is really sad. You will never see me steal some pictures at the end of the day. That's just jacked up. That desperate. Your paint sucked that bad. What's going on in the industry? You got people claiming their projectors being 4K 1080p. I've never heard of a 4K 1080p projector. Freaking WeMax projector doesn't know if it's 2100 or 5000 lumens. Doesn't even have 4K attached to it for that kind of money at the end of the day. And has a 3,000 to 1 contrast, and a projector 720p NEC has 4,000 over that, and has 3,600 lumens versus the 21. That is sad, really sad. Boy, they cheated the daylights on that projector. And then people say, oh, I spent the money for that. Every time I see somebody, I laugh my head off. You know what kind of garbage you have over there? It's a paperweight. And then the only options you have, you can use that thing on, you can't even use that thing on gunmetal. It won't work. You got to use it on a white and gray screen. And what did Google say? They're old, outdated screens. So you got a projector that has poor specifications. It's a fake at the end of the day. And the only screen you can use it on is white and gray. And that's the bottom dollar screen. Yeah, you basically updated your system, didn't you? You did a poor job of it. You downgraded your system. That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. Oh man, mercy. I tell you. Man, that is so much better to have, because to have those, I had stacks and boxes in the corner. It's driving me crazy. It was absolutely driving me crazy. It's just to have all that cleared out and I can see my corners. Yeah, that feels fantastic. I couldn't imagine just being buried in boxes and stuff all crunched in corners and stuff. I freaking feel like my skin is about to itch. Get a storage unit or something. Ugh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll never know what the heck is back there breathing in all behind those boxes. That's just me personally, but I just couldn't do it. Just happened to say, look, at one point, some of that starts to pass over as hoarding. It really does start to look that way. And that's why I didn't want all my gaming stuff all over. No, even though we got a room, but I don't want that stuff all over the place. I really don't. I don't really think I'm ever going to unpack that stuff. I'm going to keep it right behind the closet. For what? Why I want a whole bunch of game stuff spattered all over my freaking house at the end of the day? It's not a GameStop, it's my home. Somebody walk in your house, the minute they bought a credit card, they think they're GameStop. Welcome to GameStop. How can I help you? Too much. Dark, cramped, and full of toys. Paco, this your Heidi box. All up in your Heidi box. Alright, so we got this. This. That's good. Yeah, reverse it. Everything actually looks like electrocuted. Get electrocuted. What you doing? Getting electrocuted. I got an outlet right here. What the heck am I doing? Get electrocuted. I'm going to Electric Avenue. And then I'll take it higher. Oh no. Ugh. Where's the power cord? We just pulled a heavy power cord out for something. Check with that. Why are you all nervous about? You going out the window? What's wrong? What's wrong? Should be good, Taco. We're gonna find a heavy power cord for that connector over there. Let me see. Wow. I tell you one thing I'm happy about. Taco has plenty of room for the zoomies. So he runs from here, back here, back here, back here. Plenty of room for his zoomies. Oh, the birds are coming out, Taco. Wow. The birds are coming out. I tell you, God is amazing. I'll tell you something. I don't even think about it. Kind of did burn a lot of power in the other house. I was kind of adding it up. My electric bill is $39. That's my electric bill for this month. $39. That's it. I swear, if I run all these projectors in here, my bill should be like 60 bucks at the most. About 60, 50, 60 bucks at the most. But we use the lights in here. So once we run neon through here, because usually when I run neon through, I don't use lights. I like to use my neon instead, like for my place to glow. But when you turn the lights on, if we were doing demonstrations and stuff like that, but that basically is going to cut my power in half to nothing. Man, yeah, I saw my bill. My bill was like $39. I was like, this is interesting. I'm used to getting electric bills like almost $1,000. That's what we used to get. When my rent here is much cheaper too. My rent at the other place was about $1,700, $1,750, and here I pay like $1,300. That's it. That's all I'm paying is $1,300. And the only thing I have to pay for my utilities is my electricity. That's it. My heat and everything else is free. So I'm gonna put a giant tray around your litter box. So that way, when you go to scratching and digging all over the place, I can basically gather that up a little better. Let me see. We got to knock into hit that hallway. So let's see what the camera's seeing. This camera has to see in the hallway, and I have to see if my camera is registering. Orders to get out this week. Don't worry, I forgot about y'all. I got orders to go out this week, so I got y'all taken care of. Definitely taken care of. Okay, those out. Yeah, but I guess it's funny because naysayers to do that. They'll go in my room, give me a bunch of likes, and then try to remove them one by one thing. That's going to hurt me. No, what to hurt me for? I didn't know all that. You should know that right now. Now watch me blast. Boom! Hit that room in there and map our technology into the technology. Something y'all do in y'all demonstrations. Not ever. But make a difference when we put this camera mapping. Anytime I move into a place, if they have an interesting color to their walls, what I'll do is I'll go over and I'll scrape a piece of it off and go down to Home Depot or Lowe's and say, hey, look, I need some of this right here. So I get a gallon of it because I'm going to drill holes in these walls. It's definitely going to happen. And right now the wall behind me, because I'm going to paint it over top of it, I go out there and I putty the wall, sand it down real nicely, put their coat right back on it, and I'm done. That's it. So I did it for every place I move into. This wall, these walls are a little bit different. If you notice, my doorways are white, and the walls are kind of an off, kind of very light gray. Wait a minute. I never really looked at the walls that well. These walls are light gray. Gee whiz. So that means that when I do demonstrations and I slide my screen down, I'm not hitting a white wall, I'm hitting a gray screen. This is almost the same color as some of y'all screen paints. Yeah, it is. So actually ain't too far from the Cinemax. What the freak? I just realized that. It didn't really dawn on me when I was walking around through here. These walls are light gray. The wall is white. Well, howdy do. Howdy do. Howdy do. Howdy do. Right now, you better pray that your screen paint don't end up matching the walls in my apartment. This is not going to go well for you. You know what I'm talking about. Jamie, I know I'm ordering this paint, right? Because I'm getting the P2 in here. Definitely going to order this product. I'm going to order all of them. Because we know they're going to get canceled. We know that's going to happen. But my friends, they'll get them. But like I said, if your paint matches my walls in here, if I don't see a difference, oh, that's going to be bad. These walls are gray. They're light gray. How is that going to work? Did I do that? Yeah. Oh, he's gonna fight. I'm gonna tell you that right now, people. Look, I'm gonna tell you this right from the door. He's gonna fight. He's gonna fight hard. He's gonna fight very hard. He ain't got no choice. My walls in here are light gray. They're actually the same color as the Cinemax. I know I had it before. I know exactly what that stuff looks like. Do you know what's gonna happen? Not only is your product gonna fail on the P2, we know that's gonna happen from the door. All of them are gonna fail on the P2. But you're going to match my walls, and I know you're going to match it. I can tell by looking at you, you're going to match them. You're going to match my walls in here in the apartment, which shows at the end of the day that literally my entire apartment here is painted. Can do the same thing as your screen paint. Oh, I definitely got to get your paint down here as fast as possible. As a matter of fact, we need to get it down here before the P2 gets on here. I'm going to make a phone call. I got to get it down there. We need that product down here. We need it here. Gee, I just thought about that. I just thought about that. I'm looking around because that didn't really dawn on me. That I'm looking at the wood trim. And the wood trim's white. These walls are light gray. I wonder if your product will match my walls in here. And I think they will. I told you I can look at something I can tell. Same thing when I looked at the Network Gray 773. We knew automatically from the door it's going to match his products. But your walls, these walls in here are exactly the same color as your screen paint products. They would match. I'm not going to tell you when it's going to happen. But I'm going to order it before the P2 gets done here. I'm not going to tell you which one I'm going to order because I don't want you to look for it. That's what we don't want. We got to be careful how we say this because if we say it's a certain one we're going to use, it could be the hybrid. Hybrid will work perfectly too. A couple of them will work perfectly. The 2.0, any one of those will work perfectly. But I'm not going to tell you which ones. I'm not going to tell you when. But it's coming. We're going to get it down here. Because I didn't really think about that until I looked around like, wait a minute, these walls are light gray? They are light gray. I can see it here more in the kitchen. So we definitely got to get that down here. Now, I'm curious. What's the difference in your screen paint and my walls? Now, since you don't really have any gray versus gray demonstrations, you have no way to back your stuff. So right there. Yeah, I just thought about that. And we would order from Partey, but there's a problem. His site is always closed. That's why your product's not considered to be anything because you can't buy them anyway. Site's always closed. How are we going to get something that we can't get in a day because your site's never open? Can't seem to get it. Let me see. Oh, I forgot. I can't call you Partey. Yeah, I can't call you Danny because you don't own the rights to Partey. He doesn't own that. Somebody else owns that. You stole that from somebody. You don't own the right to that, buddy. Can't make that statement. Let me see. Told you. Every time we come here, the same thing. Closed, sold out, sold out, sold out. Every last one of these closed. Can't open this site up. I told you why you can't open this site up. Why are you going to get on camera, Danny, and lie and make some lame excuse by saying that the reason why my site's closed because this, that, and blah, blah. It's a website. A website can be open 24/7. It's up to you when you process the orders. That's what it comes down to within your timeline. It's up to you. So you don't have to close the site because you're busy. The site can be open. You can get one of your, if you have kids or somebody else, to take care of that while you work. And that's what most people do. You don't have to close your site down. The reason why you can't sell anything off your site, like I said, it's a 4-coat combination, as I said before, as you said, and lied, you said you didn't say, and it costs too much money to make. And because it costs too much money to make, you can't open up your site. But you know another reason why you can't open up your site? Because my people are waiting to get inside your site to buy your product to get it down here for testing. That's why. That's another reason why you're going to keep it locked. I told you, from the door, can't open up that website. That lie to my, oh, that's another lie. How's another lie? I've been going to your site every day. Every day since you made that statement. You can't open your site. That's how it works. You can't open it because you're afraid because my people will order your product and we'll get it down here and it won't work. That's why we got 7 cancellations from this guy. He can't basically sell his product. It doesn't work. It's a fake. Fake product. Sat there and said it right from the door. Can't open your site. You can't open it. Due to the fact that your products don't work. And number one, they cost too much money to make. That's not a lie. You can't open your site. It's been closed. Every single day we go in there, it's been closed. The people that I basically had to go in there and buy the products can't get the products because the site's closed. Every time we get emails back, hey, is the site open? No, it's still closed. Who closes the website for that long? Nobody does. I don't care how busy your schedule is. You can have your website open 24/7. How is that going to disrupt what you got? Oh my goodness, I swear this guy's just poor excuse. Lie, lie, lie. Can't open it because of certain things. Stop lying. If I'm lying on camera and I'm not telling the truth, try to keep your website open for 1 year. You can't. It costs too much money to do it. Can't have your website open for 1 year. You'll end up paying more money than you're basically making. So my theory was right. All right, since we're talking about this, I'm going to put you there for a minute. Sensitive information is going to be popping up in a few minutes on the why should I be here? and your hairless whiskers. Go run around your hairless whiskers. All right, just completed the scan. So it actually hit quite nicely. So able to hit right through the doorway, no problem. I'm gonna try other. I'm gonna get how the other picture react to that. So. Check out this one next. Get out of that bag, you nut job.
carrying his whiskers to the dance floor, Taco. To the dance floor, carrying his whiskers.
Croquet tropical fish. Inside your hidey box. Oh, your hidey box. Hiding around your hidey box and whatnot and all that. That's where Taco, you were like extra sloppy.
Always put up your cat food from somewhere. Always.
Man, you can't eat like a normal cat. Seriously? Keep your food. Clean your freaking catfish. What's the deal with you on that, man? Man. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're breaking on off. Okay, cool. In your honey box. Man, you know what this is? 1960 or 60 ray gun. They don't even make these things anymore. Oh, these things are beauts. Taco, who's that? Looks like it's in the 60 bit. I want to say things, I usually want to say. We can put it in here. That's perfect. That's fantastic. I'll just check the windows soon, Taco. We got enough air flow through here. Basically, make it breathable for here. So I'm gonna shut the window pretty soon. Let me see. I project the shock. Ooh, shoot. I hate that freaking shock. Calibration on this thing again. Close over here. Take this one off. with a $6.99 each. That's on the top. I'm definitely going to talk more about what we saw on Google. I'm definitely going to talk more about, as I told you before, white and gray screens are obsolete. And talk about that. I'm taking what Google said in that quote, I'm putting it right there on the site, under on our shopping carts for our black technology. But also too, I'm definitely going to talk more about this, because I never really looked into the projector. Never really did. Even when the first one came out, never really looked into it too much. I saw some of the things I didn't like. The one thing I was stuck on was that whole pixel shifting nonsense. But that thing's contrast is that low? For that kind of money, that's bad. That's really bad. Knowing this, I plan to be on a couple of forum sites for people who brag about these machines being the next technology, the newest. No, those things are trash. They freaking overcharge you. You got to overcharge on that projector. 21. Mind you, the newest projectors, the average is 3,000. That's the average, is 3,000. And I think it's supposed to, is it laser? It's laser? Gee whiz. That's a very low contrast. You would expect to see that contrast on 720p's. And people are bragging about those machines? Okay. Can't pick up 150 inch, because again, like I said, you're gonna need to compress, gotta compress those. Not even native 4K. And you got 3,000 to 1 contrast on it. Gee whiz, that's horrible. And then they don't even know what the lumen count is. Whew. Take that in consideration, add that in with the white and gray screen. Gee whiz, that's not even a projector setup. You got robbed. Literally got robbed. And then they contact us because they need our black technology to fix the mess they got themselves in. I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole. From now on, this is the rules. And I'm going to put it down there. And it's going to go under all the technology, anything. If you got one of those projectors and you order that paint, you're stuck. That's it. I'm not giving you a jack at the end of the day. I'm not. Why am I taking extra money out of my pocket? The fellow who basically, keep in mind if you're watching this later on, I'm taking care of you. you're good. But as for everybody else, if you buy our technology and we clearly have that stated there, you're stuck. That's it. Go file a PayPal complaint. Guess what? You will not win. It's our policy. We tell you at the end of the day, these things don't work. These are crappy, cheap, knockoff projectors. They're poorly made, and you're getting scammed on these machines. And people go out and buy these machines and then get these things on a white and gray screen and wonder why the colors wash out, wonder why they're stuck in dark environments, which I told you everybody was going to run across was going to be in a dark environment. Were they not? Yes, all sitting in dark environments with an ultra short throw, which is pretty sad. I can see it by the long throw any day. But you're talking about ultra short throw. You are right up on top of the screen, for goodness sakes. You gotta do a rescan. You're literally right up on top of the screen. And you basically, gee whiz, this is a crying shame, man. Right up on top of the screen. Does it really make a difference for scanning? I keep forgetting it doesn't make a difference for hooking up or scanning. Alright, so we're gonna do a rescan because we're definitely way over. Oh, I gotta turn you on to the side. I'm gonna bring you on to the next room. That's what I'm gonna do. No. I gotta get 2 of these stands so that we can move about. Yeah, that's a crying shame. I know when I go to the form sites, you know what I'm doing. I'm like, wait, this projector's my 720p has more contrast than that thing. Gee whiz. Y'all did more than the Chevy Chase. When Chevy Chase, or if you ever saw National Lampoon Vacation, where he goes to Vegas and the dealer is kicking his behind, and the guy was like, okay, buddy, how about this? How about you just give me your money, and I'll take you out back and I'll kick you into privates. That's literally what just happened to you guys. You bought that projector. That is pitiful. 2,100 lumens with that kind of money. I want to check out. They got a projector in there for like $5,500. I want to check. You know the what's it called? The Dell. Is it Dell? Yeah, Dell had a projector that was 5,000 lumens. That projector was $6,000. They're 5,000. They're $6,000. Those projectors are not cheap. For ultra short, those at 5,000 lumens. Gee whiz, and that other one, I want to look into that. I'm gonna look at a couple of these projectors. We're gonna look into these knockoff, the overpriced knockoff projectors. That is really a crying shame. Lumen count is that freaking low, 21. All right, turn to the side because my personal information is gonna pop up. I don't even know why they have it like this. That's the dumbest thing ever. Yeah, in the middle of a conference. Pops up there. Yeah, that's it, man. You tell me. All right, I'm just setting this up and getting this thing ready because this is what I'm going to be playing around with today. That's what I love about the projector mapping. You can just skip anything you hit. You can map anything out in the room. That's why I want to get one and attach it to the ceiling. That's when I do the showroom. I'm attaching one to the ceiling to a rail system so I can move it back and forth. And I want to be to map out the floor. So I'm going to put two systems up there. They're going to map back and forth. We're going to do a checkerboard floor. One's going to map a certain amount of checker floors, boards on the floor, and the other the other one. So they do them simultaneously back and forth. Get 2 units to do it for the floor display. Like I said, man, I don't know, man. I'll tell you something. This is what I tell people. At the end of the day, do your research before you buy these machines, man. I was just, I'm going to look at the rest of them. I'm curious now. I want to see what the rest of them got for specifications on them. I'll tell you one thing. Honestly, got to say this about Matthew. That was your first review. Definitely that first review gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you a lot of money. Keep in mind, I got plenty of time to come get you. I like to do these things. I like to take my time. I like to let people wait. I'm coming for you. Don't worry about that. We know where you're at. I'm definitely coming for you. But it's when I'm coming for you, and that's why I like to have my fun. I'll wait. I got time. Got things to do first. I got a meeting coming up on Skype with this contract, and then I got a business guy coming out to take care of some business, and then I'll get you tied away. But I did file against criminal charges against you. That I did do. Oh yeah. Got plenty of time. Like you said, it was his first review. Yeah, that review gonna cost you. Before I go to do anything like that, I always want to pass an attorney. I want to make sure he laughed his head off. And think y'all slow at the end of the day. He says, yeah, this is another one. I said, it's another one. He said, man, they definitely slow. He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose out big time. Our policy doesn't basically cover that projector. You literally went outside our policy and then slammed us for it. Yeah, you're done. That's an open and shut. I don't even got to show, I don't have to show no receipts or none of that nonsense or how much the screen paint has sold. I don't got to do none of that. My attorney said, all you got to do is bring up your policy. Your policy clearly states, and we have a projector that we had from a customer way back when that projector first came out, claiming to be 5,000 lumens and 4K when they first came out. That was one of the first ones that came out. So we know the history behind that machine. That's why we have it there in the statement. We don't support them. But man, you literally went against our policy, then stated you knew about the policy, and still did that demonstration anyway, and did multiple demonstrations behind that. You are screwed on so many levels. It's not even funny. I'm thinking about my lawyers actually, they want to go a different route. I mean, they want to sue you for more than $250,000. They won't get you for every dime they can get you for everything. Because they got it. Any attorney at the end of the day, they got an easy win. Oh, they're going to go in there like sharks. They're going to basically go in there like sharks. They know they're going to say easy win. They're going to ask for whatever the freak they want. And even if you don't have the money, it don't make a difference to us. We can hit you for $1 million. It don't make a difference. I got messages that came in about this video sent to our account with the link matching the video, showing that this video basically had some threat to it. We got phone calls. One guy we even had in one of the chat rooms, his message basically has a link to the same video. So we got 187 emails with death threats in them. Link to that video showing us things, calling us scammers, fake Christians, all kinds of stuff. You are screwed. And then you're a customer and we have your address, all your information. You are screwed on so many levels. It's not even funny. Or they're going to push for jail time. They definitely going to push for jail time. It shows that you put my life in danger. I'm definitely pushing for jail time. Yeah, you better kiss your wife goodbye because you ain't going to see her for a while. And you deserve it. You deserve it. What, you didn't contact me, you didn't call me, nothing at all, period, because that wasn't your intentions. Your intentions was to do me ugly. But if you had contacted me, and we got a history of customers who have made this mistake and have contacted us, and we have helped them out. But your intentions weren't that. And then you turn around and you do videos with those individuals which are already in trouble with us already, which shows a conspiracy charge. So not only can we come in and sue you and give you jail time, but now we can turn around and hit you with a conspiracy charge on top of that. It means you plotted with those fellows to come against us when we previously got charges against them. You messed up big time. But the thing about those guys is we have to hire two of them. We have to hire an investigator to track their whereabouts. That's not going to be hard to do for court. Crow, we already have his information already. Crow is going to court for copyright infringements. He's done. He's finished and already done. You, we have your address. You ordered from us. And we have the receipts, credit card transactions, everything showing you ordered directly from us. Gee whiz. Man. I tell you something, man. At the end of the day, Matthew, if it was something like, okay, we've had somebody who did something you did already. Like, I've never had a customer. I've never had to sue a customer. Not ever had to sue a customer. I never had a customer do what you just did. You did something like I never seen a customer ever do. We get a customer once in a while may say, hey, I don't like the product, this and the other. That's freedom of speech. That's their opinion. We got to respect that. But what you did is going against our company's policy and then slamming us for something that we had no way to control that. How am I going to control how that projector is going to come out if I tell you we don't support it? That's what you did. You slammed me for something I didn't even do. All I did was engineer a screen paint and ship it to you. That's what I did. And you turn around and slam me for something at the end of the day that we told you wasn't going to support the machine. So you do know any videos you do without that machine, oh, this is how it looked. No, from the door, you are accused of tampering with our products. On top of that, the lawyer saw your package when it popped up. It was open because we could tell because we don't package our packages like that. They are sealed tight. The tape we use is a film and we hit it with a heat gun. It seals and molds around the container. There would have been no loose ends on that. You literally opened that up and put something in it. Gee whiz, man. If we had hit, since I had a customer before him and we hit them and they got hit pretty hard and, well, no. Honestly, because if he had saw that, he would have backed down. He wouldn't have done anything that stupid. Well, what was going through your head? You literally thought you was going to get away with that? Well, I can't wait to see you in court. I'm not going to talk with you. I'll have my attorney talk. When we approach that bench, I'm going to have a conversation with you, my man. I'm definitely going to have a conversation with you. What the freak were you thinking at the end of the day? You really thought you were going to get away with that? You're going to go against my company policy. And not only that, we got messages. We're talking to you back and forth. And you clearly stated that your projector wasn't on the list. So you knew this was going to happen. If my lawyers push for $1 million, I'm all for it. I'm all for whatever they want to do in that courtroom. If they'll give you 5 years, if they'll give you whatever at the end of the day, I'm all for it. There's no plea deal at the end of the day, so you know that. Don't even think about it. Don't even ask to approach the bench. There's no plea deal. We're going in like sharks. We're taking everything from you. You brought that on yourself. Gee whiz, man. See, the minute people do dumb stuff like that, then they want to come up and they want to pull the Christian card. Oh, you have to forgive me so and so and so. Oh, yeah, I forgive you for stuff that you do. Like, but I'm still going to sue you. That's still going to happen at the end of the day. Yeah, what were you thinking? And I'm going to push for jail time. I want to see you get locked up. I want to see them drop them bracelets on you. Either way you're going, because I'm going to hit you with a conspiracy charge on top of that. I'm going to put time on top of your time. I'm going to make sure you don't get out for a while. I'm going to put time on you while you're in there. Hit you with this conspiracy charge. It's the whole purpose. Doing dumb stuff. Man. A knockoff projector. Gonna hit myself with a knockoff projector. That's why we have it in there. We had that same problem with the fellow who had the 8-man projector. Sat there, had that conversation with him. I told him that our screens and screen paints don't work on knockoffs. We explained this to y'all. We go out and we buy projectors and show y'all why they don't work. Simple and plain, they don't work. This guy goes out, spends the money for our screen, complains that the screen don't work, it's coming up too dark. I look at the demonstrations, I know it's wrong, but I need him to say what the projector is, because I can't insinuate what it is. But we know what it is. Send the screen. Doesn't say anything about the projector. This is what pushes me basically to not want to deal with customers no more. Literally, seriously, this is what's pushing me to do it. Push me. Turns around, freaking get the screen down here. Take time out of my day, paint the screen. That's money and resources and time at the end of the day. I literally could have sued you for that. But no, I get your screen down here. We hit it with a 1,000 projector, fully lit environment, breaks up prop with no problem. I got the videos right there, pick up with no problem whatsoever. Send the screen back to you. Here comes another complaint. Now you want to curse me out, call me out my name and all this other stuff. I'm this, that, and the other, so and so and so. You're lucky I ain't take you behind the court and sue you behind for basically the way you carried on. This is the 8-man nonsense. But this sucker is still embedded in his head that his projector is all that in a bag of chips. The minute I asked him, he finally broke down and told me, oh, it's an 8-man. It's a what? Do you see this projector on my list? No, it's not on there. Then why would you think we support it? Oh, you should support it because it's a fantastic. I don't care if at the end of the day what your opinion is. We don't support it. Go by our rules. That's why we have them there. It's like somebody trying to paint a screen underwater with screen paint and it's not applying because you're underwater. And you're going to blame us for that and say, oh, it's your fault because, it should have worked because I thought it would work, even though you said it won't work. Gee whiz, that's real smart. Got there, I sat there and took $35. Not only did I spend money twice painting this screen and sending it back, but I took another extra $35 out of my own pocket and bought his projector, got on there, and the projector was trash. It was so much, it was worse than the projector that I paid for. I paid $90 for a knockoff, and it was worse than that. I threw that thing in the trash. Sent them back the video, haven't heard from them since. Oh, it's 1080p 4K. You lost your mind. There's no such thing as 1080p 4K. It's 4800 lumens. That thing was nowhere near no 4800 lumens. No. Went through all that. And we ain't doing that nonsense this year. We're not doing that nonsense. We got a problem, I'll see you in court. That's how we're doing it. I'm tired of, we're not doing no back and forth. I put those policies up there. You guys don't want to follow my policies at the end of the day. Then guess what? You want to break the rules like this joker just did? I'll see you in court. You're willing to lose everything for some dumb stuff? Then guess what? Let's do this. That's why we got the policies up there. This is the reason why when I get these screens from these companies, I follow their policies to a T. If they whatever they got in there that I can't do with that, I'm not doing it. I don't take those screens outside. I'll never take any those gunmetal screens outside. They're not supposed to be out there. They're not outdoor screens. I should have no business being out there with them. I stick to their guidelines. The cinema gray tells you that you can't use a projector with that under 2,000 lumens. That's why when we do the demonstrations, we pull it off the screen. It can't be used on the 1,000 projector because the requirement says we can't use it. So we can't go up there and say, oh, it doesn't work. The policy says it can't use at a certain caliber projector. So we have to go by their guidelines. But you guys want to take my policy for a joke at the end of the day. You're not saying you guys, but this guy want to take my policy as a joke at the end of the day. Why do you think? I'm not crow at the end of the day. My stuff is tested. That's what that policy is for, because we test all our stuff. So if you don't want to follow the guidelines and you think I'm supposed to be just like them at the end of the day, you got the wrong person at the day. Now look what you got yourself into. You ain't responded back to my attorney. And you didn't respond back to me. Sitting there cowering in your home trying to figure out what's going to happen. I'm telling you what's going to happen. You're going to end up in a shelter because I'm going to take everything from you. And I'm going to see if I can get you sent to jail. Doing some dumb nonsense like that. Want to slander my company. And I got people calling here with death threats and carrying on, acting up and everything because you're dumb nonsense at the end of the day. You're going to pay for this mess. Definitely going to pay for it. I don't care if you cry in court. I don't care. It's not my problem. You're going to pay me. If you can't pay me, then I'm going to basically take everything from you. I'm not going to take everything from you from the door. I'm liquidating right from the door. I want a black van, U-Haul truck, whatever, and I want everything you got in your house in that truck. You got a car, I want it. You got a boat, I want it. You got money in your banking account, I want it frozen. I want it transferred to my account. Whatever way that sheriff's or debt department, whatever they do at the end of the day, they want to get it done. You owe me money, and you're going to pay it, every dime of it. If you pass off this earth, it'll go to the next of kin. I will not break it and I will not release it. Whoever it hits, they're going to get hit with it. I'm going to let it flow right through. Usually I won't, but I'm on this one. I'm going to let it go right through. Your kids get hit with it, don't care. They can't go to college. Their credit gets wrecked at the end of the day. They can't get cars, can't do that. That's not my problem. You brought that nightmare on your family, not me. You've actually destroyed your life doing dumb stuff. Follow the guidelines. We tell you they don't work, they don't work. If you're going to do a demonstration of our product, be fair about it. You're going to tell me it's my first demonstration. Yeah, well, yeah, you should have thought about that. And keep in mind, when you go to court and you sit there and say, this is my first, no, we got multiple videos. We dubbed all your videos just in case they go missing. Attorney's already been in your accounts already. So we know you made videos right after that. As a matter of fact, when we were doing the video, 20 minutes in that, you were doing another video, slamming our company again. And your life is done. People want to sit there and say I'm triggered. Yeah, I'm triggered. Because I work hard every single day. I ain't like you jokers at the end of the day that don't work it. Then they get up and do your job halfway done, getting busted all over YouTube with fake images, basically fake screen paints, watered down products, dark environments, just doing a stupid job at the whole entire thing. I work hard at what I do at the end of the day. I got good results from my products. And you're going to come in and try to taint what I did, what I worked for at the end of the day? Before you even existed, when I was on YouTube, breaking my neck every single day, getting up in the morning, running packages in the rain, the snow, sick with ammonia, getting my job done. So I can be here today to have those contracts. And you guys think at the end of the day, you're going to come in and disrupt my world at the end of the day? You got something to deal with at the end of the day. I'm going to make sure all of y'all who are involved in this nonsense will pay for a crow. I cannot wait to see you in court. I can't wait. And this is what's going to happen. You're going to get in that courtroom, you're going to shut your mouth, and you're going to basically just take it. That's what you're going to do, because there's nothing you could do. Simple question. Did I give you permission? Oh, we're not done with him yet. Guess what? You didn't get permission to use the word Frankenstein. You made money and you profited off that particular that particular item. You didn't give any money back. They're going to be in contact with you real soon. Parte, the fellow that you stole his name in Vega, right there, he's going to be in contact with you. Doing dumb stuff. These guys are stealing people's copyrights left and right, doing whatever they want to do. Half the stuff on the account don't even add up. I can't believe that he had fake images. Both of them got fake images on their accounts. We in here doing hell for wood. Projector Central. Gee whiz, got nerve to be calling people scammers at the end of the day. Got lying, right? Videos, right there, lying in videos. Never said this, never said that. And clearly, you can see you said it right there on the other video. Just lying left and right. Technically, if you can't back any of that stuff up, that's fraud at the end of the day. Made some lie about how you work in your site and all that. Man, your site's been closed every single day. It's been closed. Every day it's closed. Got a message for you, Danny boy. You may want to keep that site closed forever, because the minute you open it up, my people are waiting to buy. And when they buy and I get your product down here, I'm going to test every theory out on your product. And I guarantee you, bar none, your product will match house paint. We know that from the door. It will match the software gray. I'm going to pour all the water out of your paint and basically set it back there. It's not going to basically evaporate, none of that. And I'm going to take it to a friend of mine who's a chemist that can break that thing down, and he'll tell me if it's paint or not. But that paint is paint. That's paint. That's paint with a bunch of water in it. That's all it is. And then make it sound like, oh, it's a thin. That is, I'm gonna tell you something. Out of all the people, even Jamie, I can say this is not about him. You would be the worst, I would say, in fleecing people. The stuff you talk about on camera is freaking bonkers. Go to any forum site and try to talk that nonsense in there and see what happens. Tell them about that whole polymers and all that nonsense and that nonsense about how you use it as a distill wood, as a delivery system to keep the paint from evaporating. Go tell that nonsense in there and see what happens. You feed that nonsense to other people. Only people you guys are looking for are people that don't know anything about home theater. Those are the people you're hoping to get at the end of the day. That's the dumbest thing I've heard in my entire life. Oh yeah, don't forget to add in that 2 gain system too. That your screen has 2 gain capabilities. Yeah, they really get a kick out of that one. I might even open up a couple of forums on that one and say, look, we're going to put your whole policy in there and just say, look, how your policy, but you brought your whole screen paints and stuff. And even in your description of your product, you said 3, but you're constantly saying 4. You don't know what you're doing, man. Sites always close, always close, always close. They made some lie on camera talking about, oh, it's not open because of this, that, and the other. It's open on certain days. We've been there every single day for like 9 days. It is not open. We restock on Mondays. We sell on Mondays and Wednesdays. You weren't open on Wednesday. You weren't open on Monday. You weren't open on Thursday. You weren't on Friday. You weren't on Saturday. And you weren't, the whole week you weren't open. Fake images. Stealing images. You don't even own this. You don't own that. That's not yours. This image right here, not yours. This freaking belongs to something on Google. That's not even your image. Just stealing images. So you got people convinced that's what the image looks like. Anytime the images are this close, and I mean when they're that freaking close, that's a huge major flag that that's a fake image. Because first things first, if someone's taking a picture of their home theater setup to show it, they're not going to be that close to the screen. They're never going to be that close to the screen. They're going to be at a distance, so that way you can see the environment, the lights hitting the screen. Remember I told you about the lights he has in this environment? Don't even touch the screen. Told you. Nowhere near. But one of the tricks they do is they take the screen and they stick it up on their lip. That way it's not hit by any of the light. It's tucked into a pocket. Look at this. That's not even your image. You pull that image off of Google. You should have popped up right there. Guys are snatching images off freaking Google. Look where it comes up. This is where the image came from. Gee whiz, man. Y'all all work together in this nonsense. Yeah, you tell me about it. Pulling up fake images from Google. Crow got it too. Crow be pulling up fake images too. And you're got a nerve at the end of the day to be calling other people scammers and stuff. Y'all can't even have, you don't even have your own images that match your stuff. Man. Gee whiz Louise, man. I want to look at this whatchamacallit look more in here. No, that's not the projector. Where's the Weed Max at? There it is right there. This freaking monstrosity of nonsense. This is pathetic. How much money they want for this machine? Look at the price on that machine. Your contrast is 3,000 to 1. 720p's have that. My projector behind me is 20,000 to 1. It's 720p. My ultra short throw NEC is 4,000 to 1. And this? Are you kidding me? This is what people pay for these things? Boy, I'm talking about it. Yeah. How about this? How about I just take you out back, kick you into private, and give me your money? Gee whiz, man. Talking about getting robbed on an everyday basis. Gee whiz. I swear, I better never hear none of one of y'all call me up with one of those projectors saying, well, I have this so and so and so. Don't, I'm hanging the phone up on you. I'm sorry. I don't want to do business with you. No. That projector is trash. Look at that right there. 2100 lumens. How do you have 21? It's not even saying 2100 lumens at that. I'm coming back. I'm digging through these projectors. I got to see if these specifications, because I really never looked at the specifications. The only thing I look at when I see these projectors is the minute I see fake 4K, I automatically know from the door that it's going to be a problem. If you're spending that much money for a projector and it doesn't even have native 4K, that's the first red flag that there is a problem with this. Houston, we got a problem. You got other nightmares in there. It's gonna be unbelievable. Unbelievable. 2100 lumens. claiming to be a 4K laser projector, and it only has a 3,000 to 1 contrast. That's it. And it can't even make up its mind on how bright it is. At one point in here, it says, where did this come from? This nonsense right here. Oh, why does this block this? I'm going to reset this right. Let's see what what's doing there. That shouldn't be there. There we go. Look at the brightness here. I've never heard of a projector say 1 minute. Oh, wait. We're here. Where brightness is 21. But now we're at 5,000. So how is the light source 5,000, but you're putting out 2,100? Please enlighten me on that one, because I own dozens of projectors, and I've never seen that ever before, ever. It only comes when these knockoff projectors that you see this nonsense. Here's the demonstration on the projector. Can we get a bigger screen size than this? What's going on with all this right here? Let's check out the intro on this thing. That thing's sitting in the dark. Do you see the background? Do you see the background in the intro video where that thing is sitting at? Do you see how dark that is? That is pretty bad. Look at this. This is why people got it in their heads that if you're going to be in a dark environment with a projector literally kissing your wall, that this is considered to be normal. This is not normal. This is an absolute fail. I got to come back in. I got so much to say about these phony knockoff projectors. It's not even funny. That is trash. How in the world is the background that dark in your environment? Gee whiz. And we can do this at 720p in a fully lit environment. That is really, really sad at the end of the day, people. That is super sad. Super, super, super sad. I don't even know. I don't even know. Don't even know. How people consider that to be normal. Do you see that? That's my 150-inch screen. Also, I'm displaying up the ceiling, but that's my 150-inch screen on a 720p projector. That projector is 3,600 lumens. The projector back there is only 21, and that projector has a 4,000 to 1, and that other projector has a 3,000 to 1. And in the demo I just saw for the promo, the background was so dark. Yeah. Gee whiz, man. Yeah, we'll just take you out back, give you money, just take you into private and take your stuff. Because, man, that's pathetic. Look at that. Look at our technology compared to what you just saw a few minutes ago. Oh, my goodness. Man, I'm telling you. I feel sorry for y'all at the end of the day. I'm going to tell you why. Because that is not the normal. That is not the normal. I'm sorry, but that's why your screens aren't pulling up the way they're supposed to, and that's why you're in a dark environment. It does not work. I'm coming back in. Yes, I gotta talk about this one. I'm going on my rant on this one. I'm going in.